just started the real one. All right. This is weird. So, what do you think about this game coming up here? But still, I mean, I know.
Hello.
How's this sound?
It sounds pretty, I mean, maybe it's a little high, I'm not sure. Hello. We are hit live.
How does it sound now, JP?
JP, let us know, shoot us a text. Right.
Yeah, I think hopefully we're sounding good.
Yeah, hopefully we sound fine in here, and we get ready to get underway.
It says it doesn't have sound.
What does he mean it doesn't have sound? Who doesn't have sound?
Your thing doesn't have sound.
There's no sound here?
No.
I mean, that's so weird. I can hear us. Okay, it works now. So ask him one final time.
So the University of Michigan Wolverines will be taking on the Ferris State Bulldogs this evening. The Wolverines coming off a victorious game against them the previous night. The Bulldogs, I'm sure, are definitely looking to get a W and split this road trip with the Wolverines.
Absolutely, and this is a crucial game for the Michigan Wolverines. One win here, and it is very likely that they will ascend in the rankings and not be left out as one of the teams just receiving votes. After a tough weekend against Penn State where we could have come out with 2 wins, It was only one. There was a loss in overtime. And other than that, it's been great lately for this Michigan team. Mel Pearson era off to a good start. Front line looking great, and they're ready to get underway. Here we go.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have puck drop in just a few seconds for the Wolverines. It looks like Hayden Levine is in net, the sophomore from Ontario. And for the Ferris State Bulldogs, it looks like they will have Justin Kappelmaster in net. And here we go. The Michigan first line, the Run DMC line of Dexter Dinks, Cooper Marody, and Tony Calderon.
How can you not love that name?
And the puck drops. Ferris State with the puck. Sends it into the center zone. It's dumped into the Michigan side. And looks like there's a scrum against the boards for a few seconds. Dump back around behind the Michigan goaltender. Ferris State with the puck. Still kind of struggling to get out from behind the goaltender side right there. And the Wolverines clear it, and it's Calderon skating down the ice, gets possession in the Ferris State zone, and just missed. Just missed by Cooper Marody.
Missed there, absolutely.
Just missed by Cooper Marody in front of that. Ferris State with the puck, regrouping in their own zone. It looks like a line change. And it's going to be passed to Andrew of the Ferris State Bulldogs, and back into their own zone. And the Ferris State Bulldogs now take it into the Michigan zone. A shot on net, saved by Levine, and regrouped by Slaker right there. Michigan with the puck. Looks like Saccone dumps it back around. Ooh, a hit against the boards.
Wow.
And it looks like there's going to be a penalty, and Ferris State headed to the box. It looks like that's going to be a 2-minute minor for the left winger, Mitch Maloney.
All right. Good start for Michigan so far. Missed opportunity there. That was a beautiful pass, almost assist, right in front of the goal. Barely missed there, the tap in. And they're about to drop it off.
Josh Norris and Lucas Finner take the draw. Michigan wins. Hughes by the blue line. Dump back in. Will Lockwood with the puck. Now Hughes. Now dump back to Norris. Now Hughes again. That's not. Oh, cross crease just missed. Will Lockwood with the puck. Being annoyed by Ferris State defenders. Ferris State gains control of the puck, and they're going to dump it down in the Michigan zone. Levine will play it, and he will leave it for Hughes.
And there goes Cooper Marody back out on the ice.
Here's Saccone taking the puck up. He's going to pass to number 6, Sam Piazza, who will dump it in the zone. Ferris State and Michigan kind of scrambling for the puck here. Saccone dumps it back in. Oh, it's passed right in front of the net. Oh, just missed.
Wow, another missed opportunity right there. Yeah. That was about 5 feet away from the net, and he flicked it, deflected just up, almost into the crowd there.
Yeah, lots of missing opportunities for the Michigan Wolverines early on. They've definitely had a few really good looks on net, but they haven't been able to capitalize.
Nice to have Cooper Marody out there, the points leader for this Michigan team.
Speaking of Cooper Marody, he's going to win that faceoff. Back to Saccone. Piazza with the puck. Dumps it in. Looks like a scrum for the puck. And the Ferris State Bulldogs will gain possession. That's going to go to number 26, Joe Rutkowski, who is going to dump it into the Michigan zone. Levine to play it. And Levine's going to leave it for Saccone, who is going to bring it up again to Sam Piazza. Back to Cooper Marody. It's going to be a shot on net. Deflected. It's a goal!
Goal for Cooper Marody. Who else? Wow, his third of the season.
Wow, that was a very nice play by Cooper.
Oh, absolutely. Great follow-up there.
Yeah, takes it in the right side of the zone. It takes a small wrister off the pad of the goaltender, Justin Kappelmaster, and he's going to finish his own rebound, and he's going to plate that back into the net for the first goal. 1-0 Wolverines.
That was quick.
Yep.
When we talked about this earlier, Michigan needs a big win today if they want to hit those rankings. And that's a great start right there. Quick goal.
And Nick Pastujov is going to win the draw for the Michigan Wolverines, but a quick gain of possession for the Bulldogs. Into the Michigan zone by Nate Callan. Looks like Killens by the Bulldogs is going to shoot it on net, but kind of a scramble there. Michigan's going to hold off the attack and dump it out of the zone. Coming around the edge. Oh, it's a turnover. The Wolverines have the puck, and it's shot and saved by Kappelmaster. A bad turnover in their own zone there by the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. That was almost very costly, and that shot was close. That was on goal, deflected. Pretty easy deflection, but still. The Run DMC front line is looking great so far as they take out Cooper Marody and Dexter Danks.
Jake Becker for the Michigan Wolverines to take this face.
And Brendan Warren with that shot a second ago.
And it's going to be won by the Wolverines and dumped back into the zone in the Bulldog side of the ice here. Kind of a scramble on the boards here. Martin's going to stop it and send it back into the Bulldog zone. The Bulldogs have the puck. They're coming up the side, looking to penetrate the Wolverine zone here. And instead they're going to dump it and change their lines. Number 2, Luke Martin for the Wolverines, bringing it up the ice. Center zone, dumps it in the Bulldog zone. We have number 4, Zach Yoder for the Bulldogs, clearing it out to McKay here. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, very nice job breaking up by Martin there. Not out of the zone yet. Oh, remarkable save by Levine.
Wow.
The Bulldogs slamming it as hard as they can against his pads, but a very nice stop there.
Unable to push it through there. That was a close one, too. Wolverines barely able to clear that one out. Did not get a strong clear. Right back towards the Big Ten logo, just on the other side of the middle of the ice. And a flick shot from Ferris State. They try and push that one in. No success there. Close call, though, for the Wolverines.
Yeah, that was a very close call. I think the most impressive part about that was a nice save by Levine. Nice stop by Luke Martin, breaking up that 2-on-1.
Absolutely.
Face off in the Wolverine zone. Number 9, Josh Norris is going to win it. Saccone tries to dump, and it's just barely going to get out. Piazza taking it up into the zone. Josh Norris with the puck. Right by the ball. Oh, Will Lockwood almost had a chance with a shot on goal, but unable to control the pass.
Completely missed that one.
Josh Norris is going to recover the puck in his own zone now, up against the boards with Pelfy. Saccone's going to recover the puck. Piazza to Saccone to Norris to Lockwood. And it's going to be Cole Norris of the Bulldogs there with a wrist shot, but a glove save by Levine. Nice, easy glove save for him.
Very nice. He's been rock solid so far. Rock solid, absolutely.
And I think at this point in the game, the Bulldogs have 6 shots compared to the Wolverines 3, but I think in terms of scoring opportunities, the Wolverines definitely with more. Not to mention the 1 goal, obviously, but they definitely had a nice few opportunities right in front of the net.
Yeah, all 3 opportunities very close, front and center. Ferris State shooting from a lot further out here. The Wolverines getting close. Again, very front and very center for these shots. And a couple of missed opportunities as well. I know they're already up 1-0, but there were even a couple of situations that pass that Will Lockwood let, his flick shot, he completely missed there. And earlier, up at the front with the Run DMC line, there was another opportunity. This could be a 2-0 game right now, and it's looking very good for the Wolverines, who only have 3 shots compared to the Ferris State 6. They've been great opportunities so far. They're really providing opportunities up front there.
And it's going to be Fernsler and Pastujov for this face-off here. And the referee drops the puck. That's a Bulldog win in the Wolverine zone. Scrum against the boards. Pass down, and there's another scrum. Both players on the ice for both teams. Still lots of things going on. Oh, wow. Shot. Wow. Kind of a last-second desperation shot back into the zone by Callan of the Bulldogs, but it's going to land on net. Thankfully for the Wolverines, Levine's able to save it.
Yeah, hits off the back of Nicholas Boca there. almost goes in just because I don't think Levine saw that one coming. Bounces, took an awkward bounce, and he was able to get that just in time.
It's going to be Fernsler and Pasterov again. Pastrov's going to win this one, but Cole Norris of the Bulldogs able to hustle and get it. Scrum against the board. Oh, Bulldogs right in front of the Michigan net. Just wide. Wow.
Just off goal there. Wow.
What a scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs.
That was a missed one for sure.
And it's going to be behind the net. Cole Norris of the Bulldogs passes out to Callan. Bulldogs have it at the blue line, but it's blocked. Still neither team able to get full control of the puck. Bulldogs bring it back into the Michigan zone. Pashilov takes it, now through center ice, into the Bulldog zone. Oh, very close shot there by Nicholas Boca, just missing the Bulldogs net. Boca again. Oh, misses again.
Just wide right there. Wow.
Bulldog puck right now. Intercepted by Becker. Becker of the Wolverines with the puck in the offensive zone. And it's broken up by the Bulldogs. Bulldog possession now. They're going to try ahead for his teammate there, Zahner, but unable to complete the pass. And 43 Quinn Hughes is going to intercept that for the Wolverines. Taken back by the Bulldogs. Now into the Michigan zone. Andrew of the Bulldogs with the puck. Shot on net. Nice kick save there by Levine. I'm not sure if he really saw where that puck was, but he was able to get a leg on it, make sure.
Yeah, a surprise shot there for Ferris State. Flicks it right up with his foot. Levine does, and that's another nice save so far, adding to what has been 9 shots defended, and a few of those increasingly are looking like good shot opportunities. All well defended.
Cooper Marodi is going to lose the faceoff in his own end, but Tony Calderon is going to skate, take it. He's got a breakaway. Oh, shot goes right into the chest of Kapelmaster there, but he's unable to control it. Wolverine still with the puck in the Bulldog zone. There's going to be a scrum against the boards. Bulldogs able to recover and clear it out of their zone. Saccone sends it back into the Bulldog zone. Bulldogs with possession of the puck. And they're going to take it through the center zone into the Michigan defensive zone here. Oh, right in front of the net, pass broken up.
A great pass there, absolutely.
Broken up by Calderon, who's going to give it to Nicholas Boca again, who's been having some trouble finding the net this game. And the Bulldogs are going to take possession from him.
Just a second ago, all Tony Calderon needed was a follow-up, and that would have been another goal for Michigan. The save did not quite go as expected. Michigan got a shot off. It wasn't a good one.
And looks like there's going to be icing from that previous dump by the Bulldogs. Face off in the Bulldog zone. All right.
So far, so good for Michigan.
And to the Bulldogs' credit, they definitely rebounded, and they've had a much higher percentage controlling of the puck, and they definitely had their own scoring chances.
Absolutely. The last 2 being great ones especially. A couple of missed opportunities, but that's okay. They got 9 shots.
Slater and Durantes
had their chances.
Durantes is going to win it. Bulldogs with the puck. They're going to dump it into the middle zone. And there's going to be a fight along the boards. Slaker unable to corral it. And it's going to be Finner by the Bulldogs, keeping it behind the Wolverines' net. Dump back out to the blue line to Cam Clark. Intercepted by Will Lockwood, who's going to take it through the center zone, around the Bulldog defender, and dump it behind the Bulldog net. Oh, a massive hit. Oh, wow. My gosh. Josh Norris really laying it all out on the ice there.
Cam Clark laid out there, the right defensive man for Ferris State. Wow.
But Cole Norris for the Bulldogs. Oh, wow.
What goalkeeping. Wow.
Wow, shot on net. Rebound save. Rebound save again. Very nice play there by Levine.
Triple save there.
Oh, wow. It's going to be a shot by Joe Rutkowski from the corner that's going to be saved by Levine, but immediately put back in on the other side by the Bulldogs.
And that was just impressive play from Ferris State. That's 5 shots all on goal. Levine able to defend the first 4, but that last one was just too much. It's only a matter of time when you get that many good shots off. It's only a matter of time.
And Cole Norris, the Bulldog who scored, he had a great chance just a few seconds before, unable to put it in, but the second time around he is able to get it just around the blocker side of the
Absolutely made up for it there. Great finish there. 1-1 game, Michigan, Ferris State.
Pass Joab and Zahner to take it, won by the Wolverines.
11:16 left in this first period.
Pass Joab fighting with the puck. It's going to be intercepted in the Bulldog zone by the Bulldogs. They're going to be taking it up. Riker Killens with the shot, and it's going to be out of play.
Wow, that was a very interesting sequence there. It was strange to see the Michigan defense not hanging out where they needed to.
Yeah,
by the goal.
I think definitely a quick momentum shift there in the favor of the Bulldogs.
Oh, absolutely, because now you look at it, and it's a tie game, 1-1. Ferris State with 12 shots, Michigan with 4.
Yeah, despite their chances, they failed to continue to get shots on net.
Exactly.
And now it's going to be Cooper Marodi and Durantes. Durantes is going to win it. Bulldog puck in front of the net, but slapped away by the defense.
Cleared just in time there.
Martin fighting for the puck. Now to Dexter Danks, who's going to try to pass to Marodi, but intercepted.
Sloppy.
Martin getting the puck. He's going to dump it in. Bulldogs recovering here. Nate Callan with the puck. Intercepted by the Wolverines in the zone. Bulldogs maintaining control in their zone again. Scrum against the boards. Dexter Danks tries to pass. Broken up there, but the Wolverines gain possession. It's going to be Hughes. Right in front of the net. Shot. Dexter Danks with the puck. Shot. Goalie on his back, unable to score for the Wolverines. Excellent save there by Kapelmaster.
Wow, some nice opportunities there. Sloppy work, though, on offense so far with those last few possessions.
Josh Norris gives it to Hughes in the offensive zone. He's going to dump it back out to Martin. Shot blocked. Spin shot for the Wolverines by Marodi, unable to land on net.
Just off the post.
To Hughes now. He's going to be pushed off the puck. Cooper Marodi there to save him and give it to Martin. Now back to Marodi, who's going to shoot. Broken stick right now for the Bulldogs, but that's going to be a whistle, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to be able to get all the sticks back.
Quite a few sloppy passes on offense so far. It's been tough to see. Wolverines have had opportunities. They're just unable to establish a good attack. Once they finally come off of playing defense against what's been a very tough and aggressive Ferris State offense. They're defending well despite the score. They are defending well. 12 shots, all defended well, but once they do finally get the puck back, they're having a hard time establishing any type of offense and any type of control. A lot of sloppy passes and a lot of sloppy attempts to get the puck forward and move towards the Ferris State side.
And I would also like to point out that this past whistle is going to be a penalty to Mitch Maloney, I believe his second of the game. He has all the penalties in the game so far, none for the Wolverines and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Salute to U.S. Navy veteran Frederick Braille in the middle of the game here. The crowd standing. Very good crowd tonight. Yeah, they really showed out.
Yeah, they really filled out the stadium here. Student section looking strong as usual.
Absolutely. I mean, we were here at 6, and a lot of that student section was already there.
Yeah.
Impressive to see.
Yeah, they even some of the student section beat us here, which is very impressive.
Oh yeah, we don't even know how early they got here. They could have smoked us. They could have been here hours ago. Wouldn't be surprising. A very loyal student section, known as perhaps one of the best at the University of Michigan, despite the smaller size, especially when compared to that football student section.
Right.
But certainly more notoriety from this student section than at the basketball games and many of the other University of Michigan sporting events.
And this face-off is Norris versus Durantes. Durantes is going to win the face-off, scramble for the puck behind the Bulldogs net, and it's going to be dumped into the Wolverines' offensive zone. Hughes for the Wolverines, taking it up. Gives it to Josh Norris. Josh Norris had a nice shot there, but unable to get full control of the puck and really land a shot. Will Lockwood trying to dish it to Josh Norris there, and pass broken up. dump back into the Wolverine zone. Bulldogs doing a nice job on the penalty kill here. Hughes for the Wolverines, bring it up. Passes back, and now to Will Lockwood, who's going to give it to Martin. Martin's going to dump it into the Bulldog zone. It's going to be a puck in front of the net.
Follow through.
Oh, very close there.
Just outside. Wow.
Shot by, it looks like Will Lockwood, who was unable to bury it. It didn't look like Kappelmaster had an eye on it.
He did not.
But he turns around. He's able to recover it just in front of the goal line there.
Turns around and jumps on it just in time. If there was a follower there a little bit sooner, that would have been an easy goal. There was one a little too late. He was able to defend, but that was a great opportunity for Michigan.
Cooper Marody and Lucas Finner with the face. Marody with the win. Piazza. Now to Saccone. To Piazza. And now Cooper Marody. Circling the blue line. Sends it back deep into the Bulldog zone. There's going to be a scrum against the boards. Still fighting for the puck here. Piazza with the puck at the blue line. Back to Marody. Dump back into the Bulldog zone here. Marody at the blue line with the puck. Dumps back in.
Dexter Danks.
Marody with the puck is going to go cross ice to Saccone. Pass broken up there. And Wolverines are going to take a wrist shot from the blue line. Saved and back to the blue line for the Wolverines. Oh, Tony Calderon getting the puck in the slot and a shot off the blocker there for Kappelmaster of the Bulldogs. Marody cross to Saccone. Shot. Another shot by the Wolverines. Very nice goaltending there by Kappelmaster. Able to save two strong shots by the Wolverines.
Calderon, Saccone, and Calderon, the order of those three shots. All three on goal. All three very nice shots. Very hard shots, but all well defended. Shot totals here up to 12 for Ferris State, 8 for Michigan, although there have been plenty more opportunities for each team.
Definitely a change of pace there for the Wolverine offense that seemed to have gotten a boost. Wolverines are going to win the face-off in the offensive zone. Boca at the blue line. Dumps it back in. Oh, Pasterloff had a shot in front of the net, unable to bury it. Seems like he may have whiffed on it. Boca in the defensive zone. He's going to give it back to Warren. Up to Boca. Now Sanchez for the Wolverines. He's going to get it caught up there at the Bulldogs blue line. Quite the scrum going on. Possibly a call the Wolverines fans kind of wanted there against the Bulldogs, but no call nonetheless.
Almost opportunity. There's the puck landed right in front of the goal. Off of kind of a wild deflection there.
Boca now dumping it into the Bulldog zone. Wolverines chase after it. Now Cole Norris for the Bulldogs. He's going to send it up to Fernsler. Back to Cole Norris. Just wide. And there's going to be Callan by the Bulldogs. Looking for it there. Pasterlov recovers. Warren now. Pericos is going to take it. Tries to go around the Bulldog defender, but unable to really get around him. Puck in front of the Bulldog net, but the Bulldog defense is able to recover there. Now into the center zone. Broken up by the Wolverines. Hughes with the puck. Ross gives it to Becker. Becker's going to shoot it. Saved by Kappelmaster. Martin now to Slaker. Saved by Kappelmaster. And the Bulldogs are going to retain possession of the puck.
Bulldogs awfully lucky there. That puck hit off Jake Becker right in front of the goal. The Michigan center.
Hughes now sends it to Martin. Broken up by the Bulldogs, but maintained possession by the Wolverines. Still Hughes now with the puck in his own zone.
Chance of go blue echo throughout the stadium.
Gives it ahead to Slaker, who's going to shoot it. Saved by Kappelmaster, and he's going to cover it for the draw.
Another good opportunity there. Got a little antsy on that attack, but that's all right.
Wolverines definitely getting their shot totals up. I'm not sure if they're maybe the most strong shots they could be taking, but I think it's definitely a good feeling for them to really feel like they can get more shots on net.
Absolutely, that's great. The shots up to 12 apiece for each team, although Michigan could obviously be a little more patient with some of these attacks.
It's going to be Norris and Finner for the face, both number 9s for the team. And the Bulldogs are going to get possession of that. Finner by the Bulldogs is going to pass ahead to Rukowski, who passed in front of that, but blocked there by Will Lockwood, who's going to get possession. As he skates in, it's Slaker, Lockwood, and Norris all in the zone. Cross to Josh Norris there, but unable to handle the pass, and opportunity missed by the Wolverines there. Norris passes it, but intercepted by the Bulldogs. Taken up by Pelfy. And that's going to be tried to kind of do a spin shot there, the Bulldog Pelfy right there, but unable to get the shot on goal. Lockwood's going to dump it. Looks like the Michigan Wolverines are going to change lines here. Mitch Maloney for the Bulldogs. Pass intercepted by Tony Calderon. Given ahead to Dexter Danks, and it looks like it'll be offsides.
Game looking very even right now. After yesterday's game, 7-2 score. This game's looking awfully even. Shots at 12 apiece. Offense is going back and forth. Michigan has had the best of it in these last 5 or so minutes. They've had, obviously, by far the larger time of possession. They've had the best of these attacks here, but Ferris State stepping up on defense.
Yeah, definitely a nice showing there. Both sides looking strong. This looks like a fairly even match compared to the game last night by the Wolverines, and I believe they had over 50 shots actually in that game. Quite an impressive offensive showing, and in this first period, they have obviously had a nice showing with 12 shots, but they've given up 12 shots as well, which has allowed the Bulldogs to stay right there with them.
And many close deflections too. Michigan, obviously, Hayden Levine, great goalkeeper for Michigan. He's been great so far, but there's been quite a few deflections. Michigan can't afford to have that happen.
Wolverines are going to win the face-off. Boca's going to dump it into the Bulldogs zone. Yoder for the Bulldogs going to try and fight for the puck there. It's going to be sent out to Durantis. Taken up by Tony Calderon. Back to Boca. Now Danks to Calderon. Calderon tries to get past him, but broken up by the Bulldog defender, sent back out to Boca. Pass up to Danks, intercepted by the Bulldogs, and that's going to be offsides. Very close there. Bulldogs almost had an opportunity, but not able to get on sides there and allow his teammate to get a shot on goal.
Both teams now looking a little bit impatient with their attack, a little bit sloppy. I think the pressure of the 1-1 score and the evenness of this game is starting to get to people, but it's early.
Bernsler with the win there for the Bulldogs. Warren's going to intercept that pass for the Wolverines and send it back into the Bulldog zone. Kapelmaster out there to play it. Looks like a Wolverine and a Bulldog are going to collide, but the puck moves on. Callan is going to bring it into the Wolverine zone. Dump it behind the net. Martin there for the Wolverines to recover. Now to Warren. Hughes now, leading the charge out of the Wolverine zone, is going to pass to Sanchez. Scrum for the puck right outside the Bulldog bench, and it's going to go back into the Bulldog zone as looks like both teams are going to change lines.
Number 22, Nico Pericos in. He had a little bit of successful attack time earlier.
Levine out to play it to Martin. That's going to be caught up by the Bulldogs though on the clear.
Sloppy pass.
And Ciccone is able to recover for the Wolverines. Shot on net by the Wolverines from the blue line. Saved easily by Kapelmaster.
Another wild, unnecessary shot there. Very quick to strike.
Zahner by the Bulldogs able to bring it into the Michigan offensive zone. Ciccone, though, able to break it up to Ruse. Pericos back to Ruse. With the shot, unable to get full control of the puck and get that on net. It's going to be Zahner, who's going to toss the puck up to Ciccone. Ciccone's going to take a shot from outside the blue line, but easy save there by Kapelmaster.
Long shots taken by this Michigan team in these last 5 or so minutes.
It looks like the puck's going to go out of play, and we will have a face-off. I'm sure the Wolverines feel a little bit frustrated right now that they're not able to get exactly what they wanted so far.
They look antsy on offense. Absolutely. With 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in this first period, they hope to amount some attack before they head in.
Norris is going to win the face-off against Finner. Wolverines dump it into the zone, casually off the pad of Kapelmaster, but there's going to be a stoppage of play. It looks like Norris and Finner are going to line up again. The number 9s for the Bulldogs and the Wolverines have had quite a few matchups here. However, pretty even through the first period.
Absolutely. Dead even.
Finner's going to win it. Lockwood's going to get the shot off, though, and almost a goal there, saved very nicely by Kapellmeister.
A fight breaking out between number 9 Josh Norris and Ferris State's Zach Yoder.
Lots of words being said there for those of you at home who can read lips, but I don't know if that's part of the commentary that we are providing tonight.
That won't be part of our job today, is to read their lips there. Maybe we can on the big board just now, the big screen. They're going to show that. A late shove.
Looks like that was Yoder who was shoving, and Yoder will be in the box for that. Michigan power play again. I'm sure they're looking to capitalize here, looking to gain the lead.
Some students making some gestures are caught on the big screen. Quickly look, realize they're on camera, and embarrassingly quit what they're doing.
It's going to be Norris in the corner with the puck in the Bulldog zone. Saccone dumping it back to Norris. Now Norris at the blue line. It's going to fall just outside of the zone. Kind of a careless pass there. Hughes now to Martin in the Wolverine zone as they regather. Back to Hughes. Passes up to number 9, Josh Norris. Poked out of the zone by the Bulldogs. Nicely done there. It's going to go into the offensive zone. Slaker is going to chase it. He's going to have it in the corner. Toss it back out to the blue line, but there's not a Wolverine there waiting for him as he thought there would be, and Levine will be out to play it. Levine's going to give it back there. Lockwood with possession. That's going to be tipped over to Josh Norris. Slaker overskates the pass, but able to come back and retain possession for the Wolverines. Now to Hughes in the center zone here. Hughes takes it into the offensive zone of the Bulldogs. Almost had a scoring opportunity, but thought better of it, taking it back out to the blue line. Now in the corner. Oh, very close there. Tony Calderon with a one-timer that's just wide.
And that was a hard shot. Wow.
Bulldogs dump it into the Michigan zone as they change lines. Here come the Wolverines. Here's Saccone. He's going to leave it back for Marodi. That's going to be up into the Bulldog zone, but poked away by Rutkowski. Saccone at the blue line. Dumped in. Dexter Danks fighting for it. Unable to get it in front to Tony Calderon, who seemed to have an opportunity. Piazza at the blue line for the Wolverines. Now Marodi. Marodi's going to dump it back to Piazza.
20 seconds remain.
Oh, broken up there by the Bulldogs, but the Wolverines get it back. Still in the Bulldog zone. Calderon in front of the net, but loses sight of the puck there between his legs. Able to gather, but
10 seconds.
He must pull out. Here's Calderon. 5 seconds left in the period. That's going to be Saccone who's going to tip in front of the net, but Kapellmeister right there to save it. He missed it for a second, but able to regather, and he's gonna glove that one.
Great opportunity on that deflection there, with 1.2 seconds remaining. I mean, how cool would that be to send it out before the second period, 2-1, and Michigan up to 18 shots as opposed to Ferris State's 12. Ferris State's been at 12 shots for about 8 minutes now.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to recover from what the Wolverines have been doing. Here the Wolverines with 1.2. Here's the face-off by the Wolverines with 1.2. Puck's going to be dropped, and it's going to be won by the Bulldogs. And that's going to do it for the first period here at Yost Arena. 1-1, Wolverines and Bulldogs. We'll talk for a minute about what went on that first period.
We got to discuss this first period before we head to break, and we will be back just before the start of the second period. What we saw in that first period was about 10 minutes of back and forth play between Michigan and Ferris State. Michigan owned that first 5 minutes. Ferris State comes back, and with about 9 minutes remaining in that first period, Michigan attacked Ferris State for the remainder of the period. It was an onslaught. When there were about 9 minutes remaining, Michigan at 9 goals, Ferris State at 12, and Michigan doubles their total of shots in that 9 minutes, averaging about 1 shot per minute there, and gets their shot total up to 18. Great opportunities there. The Run DMC front of Dexter Danks, Cooper Marody, and Tony Calderon looking very good so far. Calderon with a lot of hard shots. Cooper Marody obviously with that goal. And Dexter Danks a little bit quiet so far this game, but his impact is surely felt by this Michigan team that has been attacking violently for the last 9 minutes, just unable to finish on anything.
I would definitely agree. I mean, I would definitely agree with you there, Ian. I think that first line, that Run DMC line, the Danks, Marody, Calderon line, that first line for the Wolverines definitely held a little bit quiet. And I think, in my opinion, it's been the second line of Slaker, Norris, and Lockwood who have definitely had the chances for the Wolverines.
I completely agree.
And I think Calderon has definitely been in the right position, but it's either been kind of a botched pass or, something's always kind of going wrong. He hasn't been able to get the clean shot on net that he's looking for yet.
I agree completely. We've seen a lot of Josh Norris, a lot of Will Lockwood, but you know what? Cooper Marody, since scoring that goal, and Dexter Danks since the beginning of the first period, very quiet here. Tony Calderon's impact has been felt throughout the entirety of that first period.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would agree there, Ian. I think turning to the goaltending, Levine has been solid, but I think it's been Kapelmaster who's really been the big story of this game. He's looked great, and he's faced quite a lot of shots for the first period. I think 18 shots in the first. That's on pace for about 60 shots in one game, and that's quite a lot to face. I think he's really kept the Bulldogs in this game, and it's been his awareness of what's happening on the court and able to react quickly that have saved them.
Absolutely, it says a lot about Justin Kapelmaster, the goalie for Ferris State. It says a lot about his heart that he was able to give up a goal to start the first period, come back, and defend the next about 14 shots. What is that? 15 shots, and obviously many other opportunities on top of that. Very impressive.
Yeah, I'd say so too. I think that the Wolverines, just in general, kind of, I wouldn't say dominated the first period, but towards the end there, they seemed in complete control.
It always feels, they left a good taste in the mouth of fans here, because it always seems that way. Whoever ends the period hot, obviously, that's what you're going to remember most, and we remember 9 minutes to end that period of pure offensive attack by Michigan. A lot of opportunities that will eventually come to fruition, as they did yesterday, but nothing so far, and that's okay.
I think another focus of the first was definitely the physicality. It seems like the Bulldogs definitely don't want to be bullied around here, despite being 2-6-1 coming into this game and having lost last night to the Wolverines. It's clear they've really shown up, and they want to be recognized as a legitimate team here.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing. It almost appears like they're playing angry. After such a beatdown yesterday, it almost appears they come out and they know they're a better team than what happened yesterday, and they want to prove that. And so far they have, in what's been a back and forth game where, at about the middle 5, 6, 7 minutes of that first period, they kind of dominated the possessions, and Michigan was never able to establish a real attack, always forced into doing something sloppy. So good looks for both teams so far, although plenty of opportunities missed by both, especially we've seen a lot of deflections today and a lack of people following up those deflections. That'll come into play here in the second period and in this third. A lot of Josh Norris, a lot of Will Lockwood, as opposed to Dexter Danks and Cooper Marody. Cooper, obviously, like I said, faded out a little bit after that initial goal. That's okay. Tony Calderon, a lot of hard shots throughout the entirety of that first period.
I think another focus there too, Ian, is the fact that the Bulldogs themselves, with the penalties, they've definitely exposed themselves up to opportunities for the Wolverines that could have definitely lent themselves to more goals, I think. And I think that the fact that they were able to play very nice on the penalty kill and not allow any gigantic opportunities on the penalty, as we saw many passes broken up, going to Tony Calderon in the slot right in front of the net. I think that's been kind of impressive by the Bulldogs' penalty kill there.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking over these stats for the first period, Tony Calderon with 5 shots there on goal. all 5 hard shots. I mean, he is a very talented player. There's a reason he is the captain of this team. 5 shots on goal, none have successfully made it through yet, but expect that to change in the second period and, of course, in the third.
I think definitely a name we might not have mentioned much is definitely Ciccone, who had the assist on the goal by Marodi there. 3 shots as well for him, which is quite the impressive total so far, second only to, as we talked about, Tony Calderon.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, 3 shots for Ciccone, very impressive being a defenseman. 1 assist so far. Ciccone is also the player who assisted the goal by Cooper Marodi. So very impressive showing for him so far, absolutely. 78 games played in his career, played all 7 this season so far, and a very impressive showing so far.
I think one Wolverine who had the puck a lot in the first period was Hughes, the defenseman. Definitely saying his name quite a lot. Quinn Hughes, he's the freshman from Orlando, Florida. Definitely some nice possession there, but not a lot of opportunities that were able to be started off his stick. Hopefully in the second they can kind of reevaluate what's going on. And as we're talking, the Wolverine Marty Turco and the Dallas Stars goalie of the NHL is here receiving an award. The crowd very pleased with their Deckers Club Hall of Fame new member here, Marty Turco, for the NHL fans listening, the old-time goalie.
The Michigan band plays, and fans are standing, very excited about that induction there. And they're cleaning up the goals right now, getting set for the second period. We got 11 and a half minutes to go. And looking over the stats one more time here. For Ferris State, Cole Norris with the most shots at 3. He also had their goal, which was assisted by Taylor Fernandez. And a very balanced start for both teams. I think it's fair to say both teams great offensively, and both teams pretty solid defensively.
Yeah, I mean, basically, as we've been reiterating multiple times, it's definitely been a nice, clean game. Besides the 3 penalties by the Bulldogs, there hasn't been a lot of giant mistakes by either team that have really cost them in any way. Definitely not the cleanest passing by the Wolverines, especially near their own blue line, which is kind of a dangerous area, especially if the other team is able to intercept and get a shot off. So I think that just in general, maybe cleaning up their passing a little bit and basically kind of continuing what they're doing for the Bulldogs. I think what you and I are definitely looking for, lots of penalties and keep up the intensity. I think that's something that in a game such as hockey, it's the intensity that can definitely keep you in it, regardless of what kind of team you're playing. You need the intensity, as long as you're not making the mistakes that sometimes come with that high intensity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it'd be extremely impressive to see them keep up the intensity they played with in that first period. 8.5 minutes in is when Cole Norris scored that goal to even it up for Ferris State. That was one situation in particular where I think Michigan could have potentially done a little bit better. There were, I believe we said, 5 shots there on 3 total deflections there. It would have been nice to see someone come in and clear it for Michigan. The spacing wasn't great there. It would have been nice to see someone come help out there, but instead, after 5 shots, they were able to score. Ferris State was, and Cole Norris.
And as we look at the face-offs for both teams, it looks like Josh Norris really dominating that number 9 matchup with Lucas Finner. Josh Norris 5-2, Lucas Finner 1-5. Looks like Josh may have taken a face-off with someone else there, but quite even between the 2 players.
Absolutely. Nine and a half minutes left to go. And as we await for the second period to start, we are WCBN Sports, FM 88.3 Ann Arbor. We'll be right back to you in about 5 or 6 minutes as the second period gets ready to get underway. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back.
Just as a quick reminder here, folks, we are going to, just as a quick reminder here, folks, we will be coming back in about 5 minutes to the second period of this game. It is the Michigan Wolverines against the Ferris State Bulldogs. The score is 1-1, 18 shots to the Wolverines, 12 for the Bulldogs, and the play-by-play man for the second will be Ian Lemersall, and I will be moving over to color for the second. We will see you in about 5 minutes. There's the names. All right, folks, we are going to be bringing you the second in just about 3 minutes. It looks like that's when the puck is going to drop for the second period here at Yost Arena in Ann Arbor, Michigan. For WCBN FM Ann Arbor, I'm Peter Monahan, and I'm joined with Ian Lemersall right now. We were on the whole game for you here. I was on play-by-play for the first period, but Ian's going to be taking over in the second, and I'll be moving over to color. Ian, what are you excited to see for both teams coming in this game? Anything that you think that they can improve on for the second that you want to see?
Well, I'll tell you what, more than anything, I'm excited to be able to call play-by-play here because there's been so much action in this game non-stop, especially on the offensive side of things. Very exciting to see. Personally, what I would like is I love that from this Michigan team, we've seen a lot of good play out of Jake Slager, Josh Norris, and Will Lockwood. I'd love for that run DMC line of Dexter Danks, Cooper Marody, and Tony Calderon to step up here and take over in this second period, hopefully build somewhat of a lead, and maybe even put Ferris State out of this one in the second period if they can build a large enough of a lead fast enough, as we got about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left until the second period starts. I'd also love to see on the defensive side, let's keep the deflections down, and when there are deflections, let's have those cleared quickly. That was very costly in that first period. Obviously, when Cole Norris scored off of multiple deflections, let's try and minimize that as much as possible, and if so, I think we'll be okay on the defensive side. Obviously, Ferris State with a good attack, but we haven't seen a lot from the Ferris State attack in that second half of the first period. They seem to disappear. Maybe they ran out of gas. I'm not really sure, but maybe Michigan made a big adjustment there. It's really hard to say, but Michigan dominated at the end there, and if they can keep that pace up, hopefully they can build a lead.
Yeah, I think what we're looking for in kind of a ranked team, as we mentioned in the pregame kind of show, that we're really looking for the Wolverines to win this game and perhaps because of this be ranked. They're right on the outside of the rankings. They have the most votes of any team not in the rankings to be ranked. So we're excited to see that possibly if the Wolverines are able to win this game against Ferris State, they can move into the rankings. I think, giving Ferris State all these chances with some kind of sloppy passing, I think a loss to a 2-6-1 team like Ferris State, who they handled so easily the night before, I think that's the kind of loss that sets you back from being ranked. And I think this kind of develops into a must-win scenario for the Wolverines. I'm not sure if they thought it would be not necessarily this difficult, but I think maybe not this easy, not as easy as they thought.
Yeah, especially after that showing last night. This is what Michigan needs if they want to get ranked. We talked about this before the game. They needed to sweep Ferris State this weekend and sweep in dominant fashion if they wanted to step up into that ranking spot. Currently, Michigan basketball, football, and hockey all unranked for the first time in many years. Hockey has a chance to get together and put Michigan back on the map in 3 of their highest grossing sports, and hockey with the chance to be the first of the 3 to get ranked and step up for the University of Michigan as we get ready for the drop. Here we go. Jack Becker from Michigan against Zach Zajner for Ferris State. And they drop it. Michigan loses that drop, and Ferris State with the puck. They push forward. Deflected right over to Michigan, number 74, to Becker, number 8. And he's got Pericos. That one's intercepted by Ferris State behind the blue line. They push it forward, right back to Michigan, and that is Boca with the puck. Fires it forward. Oh, all on his own was Roos. And a shot just off goal by Ferris State as they push forward there.
Wolverines able to regroup, though.
Wolverines with the puck. That is Roos with the puck again. Fires it forward. Pericos there. Back down to Ferris State, right around the halfway mark. Duranter for Ferris State, forward.
Just missed there. That would have been a nice opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. As number 5, Griffin Luce knocks it forward, back to Ferris State. They have it at about the midway mark. And there it is, Cooper Marody with the puck for Michigan. He's got Dexter Danks, who fires, misses. Marody on the follow-up, no good. And Ferris State pushing forward, crossing that second blue line into Michigan territory. Ferris State, number 24, that is Craig Peffley. Not to be confused with Greg Heffley from the Diary for Wimpy Kids series. Cooper Marody up to Tony Calderon. Tony Calderon to Dexter Danks. Unable to get the puck. He slides, hit just in front of the puck. Cooper Marody tries to recover, but Ferris State gets it. They're crossing the midway mark. And that is Fernandez up, off goal.
Adjustments there for the Bulldogs.
Number 33, Joseph Saccone for Michigan. Defends it, but Clark and the Ferris State line have it. Finner, number 9, shot, off goal, deflected. But that deflects right back in front of the Michigan goal.
Wow, that thing almost bounced in with its own roll.
Exactly. Ferris State unable to capitalize off that. That was almost some bad fortune. Ferris State, puck right in front of Michigan goal, but that's passed back out to the blue line. Ferris State has it, swinging it around. Number 10 for Ferris State. Cole Norris scored the goal in the first period. He had it. Back around. Michigan puck. Back to Cole Norris. And Ferris State has it at the blue line. Passing it forward. And that is intercepted by Dexter Danks in Michigan. They push forward. Dexter Danks. Danks to Norris. Lockwood has it now. Passes it around to Norris. Norris and Hughes on a scrum there. Norris back over to Lockwood. Lockwood has it taken by Fernsler, and Ferris State pushing forward, 2-on-2. Fires it, very wild, deflected, but Ferris State almost gets it back. That is Lockwood and Michigan who has the puck now and are pushing forward. Sloppy pass intercepted by Andrew from Ferris State, but intercepted right back by Michigan. Ferris State, the puck at about the blue line. Michigan gets it midway, and that is Hughes with the puck. Nice pass, Hughes with the puck again. Hughes unable to capitalize there with the puck right in front of the Ferris State goal, but that's okay. Number 11, Brendan Warren, over to Pastahov, number 91. Sanchez, 61, fires.
Just missed there by Warren, unable to bury it.
And that's one of those deflection opportunities Michigan needs to capitalize off of. Ooh, Michigan. Pericos, 22, fires, on goal, saved.
Strong save there by Kappelmaster. Another coming out strong performance from him in the second period. Definitely not rusty at all from the time off.
No, he is not. That's up to 20 shots now for Michigan. Ferris State still at 12 shots. We're almost 5 minutes into the second period, and Ferris State still unable to get that shot total up. This has been pure offensive attack here. As they drop it, Jack Becker versus Drew Durantes. They drop it. Michigan loses that one. And Ferris State gives it right back. No, Michigan, sloppy work there. And number 15 for Ferris State has it. That is Mitch Miller pushing forward. But Michigan recovers possession there. And pushing forward is Jack Becker on his own. Flicks it forward right over towards the goal. And he is hit.
Kind of an after whistle shove there. Still kind of that physicality we talked about in the intermission. Still present in the second period.
It's getting a little chippy in the Yost Arena, if I don't say so myself. Line change for Michigan. Piazza, Lockwood, Norris, and others as Norris goes for the drop. Ferris State wins it. And Ferris State looks to go for some sort of attack. Just as I say that, they flick it forward wildly. Michigan puck. And Michigan pushing forward. Norris.
Oh, very nice shot there by Norris. He had the open lane, but Kappelmaster again with the glove save. Very nice.
Very nice save there. Shot was right on goal, and just a perfect glove save there. Exactly what you like to see.
But definitely nothing wrong the Wolverines are necessarily doing, but just great goaltending on the other end by the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this Ferris State defense is breaking down a little bit, but the goalkeeping always staying solid for them. And Kappelmaster, as Lockwood has the puck near goal. Lockwood around Norris, shot, deflected. Lockwood gets it back in Norris's direction, but Ferris State takes it, and they're pushing forward now. Can they mount some attack? It looks that way. They flick it behind the goal, and Ferris State with the puck around Michigan goal. Many defenders there, as opposed to early in that first period. Many defenders are now on goal. Flick forward, Ferris State unable to finish. Fernandez. And there's a scrum. Michigan gets it.
Almost an own goal there by Michigan. A little bit careless with the puck.
Flick forward to Slaker. Slaker flicks it out just in time not to get crushed against the glass. Norris has it. Back to Lockwood. Lockwood over in the direction of Norris. Norris turns around. On goal, but deflected. And that's Luke Martin in on some of the action here, number 2 for Michigan. We didn't see much of him in that first period, but here he is. Ferris State with possession near the Michigan goal. Michigan takes it. There he is, Luke Martin. Up, Warren, Sanchez. But no, Ferris State takes it just before Michigan can get any type of attack going. Ferris State, back and forth they go. A miss by number 12, Trevor Rechtenwald. And now Michigan pushes forward, albeit very wildly. Mackin with the puck for Ferris State behind the Michigan goal. He tries to flick that one in front of the goal and around. No good by Drew Durantes on the finish there for Ferris State.
That was almost a goal for Ferris State. They're almost taking the lead.
Callan. And the pass, no good there. Ferris State still has the puck in Michigan territory, very close to the goal. There's a whistle.
And now something interesting, Ian, that you've also brought up a few times. Still only 12 shots for the Bulldogs here, despite many opportunities in front of the net and in the zone. They're unable to get the puck on goal, and even the chances right in front of the net, unable to really get a handle on that puck and finish.
Yeah, very interesting. That's 12 shots now, and we're at almost, that's got to be over 15 minutes now without the Ferris State Bulldogs registering a shot here. And Michigan's total just continues to soar up at 23 now. 23 shots to 12, Michigan to Ferris State. But the score, however, is 1-1.
Yeah, still a tight game despite Michigan's general dominance in the second period. By any means, not over in the slightest. Still anyone's game.
Feels like it shouldn't be, but it absolutely is anyone's game right now. Unfortunately for Michigan, they just haven't been able to capitalize on their very strong, very aggressive attack. They're dominating the time of possession here as they're going to drop it. And that is Norris for Michigan. Losing Clark for Ferris State. Ferris State at the blue line attacking the Michigan side. Ferris State setting up a nice attack here. Good spacing there. And they're passing it around, looking for an opportunity. Shot on goal. Deflected. Ferris State still with the puck, still attacking. Scrum, it looks like, over by. And that's a shot, deflected, behind to the Michigan goal.
Two straight deflections there, still unable to get it on that.
And no one able to finish there either or follow up on those deflections as Norris clears it for Michigan. Ferris State's got it now, and they're going to try and mount some sort of attack here. Try and set something up. Not fast enough. Michigan defense is there, and the defense is ready absolutely right now. Shot on goal, deflected, cleared by Michigan. Almost a goal there for Ferris State as the puck is sent forward towards Jake Slaker. And Mackin and Ferris State taking the puck forward, deflected by Piazza. Piazza clears it, and Ferris State has it. Ferris State behind the Michigan goal.
Very nice penalty kill right now by the Wolverines.
Absolutely. Shot deflected, off goal there. Michigan escapes another attempt there. As Michigan works to clear it. Fernandez flicks that one almost into the crowd there. Looked like it hit the net. And Michigan continuing to defend.
Only 13 seconds left in this power play. It looks like Ferris State did really everything they could to kind of put one in, but unable to bury one behind the Great Wall there. Levine, who's playing very well right now, and the Michigan defense playing very strong as well. Really a very nice penalty kill all around for the Wolverines.
Absolutely. And number 6, Jason Fernsler against Norris for the drop. And that one is recovered by Michigan, clearing it forward. They are. That one crosses, gets by Durantes for Ferris State. Michigan gets there in time, a wild shot. And power play is now over for Ferris State. Norris shot, on goal, deflected. Cleared by Michigan. Yoder for Ferris State clears it over by their goal. Kicked over to the midway mark by Meyer. Norris. And that is Dexter Danks for Michigan. Number 90, taking it forward on his own. And he finds Cooper Marody. Marody back to Boca. Boca to Danks, and he misses a wide open one-on-one opportunity right in front of the goal. He's got the puck now to Piazza. Piazza shoots, deflected. And now Marody looks to set something up here to Calderon. Calderon, strongest wrists in Michigan. Marody. And Marody sets that one up in front of the goal. No one there. And a whistle.
It looks to me like there's going to be a Michigan power play here, and it's going to be number 18 of the Bulldogs, and that's going to be Zach Zahner, who's going to go to the box there and give the Wolverines a chance to go up 2-1.
And it's a deadly time for Ferris State to be giving up power play to Michigan, as Michigan has been absolutely dominating the time of offense here so far in the second period. Although Ferris State's setting it up a lot better than they were in that first period, to end that first period.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree there, Ian, and I think with this stoppage right here, I think the Bulldogs really want to kind of talk to each other and be like, hey, no more big mistakes like this. We can't be going to the box for 2 minutes and giving the Michigan offense, which has looked very speedy. It looks like they can strike it at any moment with a big mistake. Can't give them the opportunity to go up 2-1 and possibly even more and take Ferris State out of this game.
And I mean, I think it's fair to say, based on how this game has gone in the last 20 minutes, if Michigan were to go up 2-1 right now, there is always the chance of them absolutely running away with it, just because of how dominant they've been. Establishing a great attack, a lot of chances, and it's only a matter of time before they connect on some of those chances. Can they continue their defensive effort against Ferris State that's been very solid? Can the Great Wall, Hayden Levine, keep up his good work?
Yeah, I mean, I think all signs point to possibly a good outcome here for Michigan, but the Bulldogs definitely have a chance. If they can kill this power play and get it to even, they'll have a good chance.
Absolutely. Michigan and Martin getting that drop there. Martin to number 43, Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes working it over to Lockwood. Lockwood back to Norris. Norris to Lockwood. Lockwood to Martin. Martin to Hughes. And Ferris State defends that nicely. Martin tripping up Mackin of Ferris State. Hughes. Hughes to Norris. Norris unable to do anything with that. Michigan with the puck back at the blue line. That is Hughes. Hughes back to Martin. Martin to Lockwood. And they're working it around there. Working it around over by that blue line. Norris forward to Lockwood. He can't finish. It's okay. Michigan and Martin get it back. Martin to Lockwood to Slaker. And Norris has it right behind the goal. Lockwood. That shot is high. Slaker on the rebound. No good. Nice save there for Ferris State. Number 35, Justin Kappelmaster.
Wow, what a nice save there by Kappelmaster. And with a minute left, definitely a little bit scary if you're on the Bulldogs side right now. Will Lockwood almost lighting the lamp and making it 2-1, but nice save there by Kappelmaster. 51 seconds left in this Michigan power play.
Danks, Maroney, and Tony Calderon are out there. Run DMC. Can they run it here? Get the score up 2-1. We'll see. Saccone works it back around to number 6, Sam Piazza. To Maroney, Danks. And Danks has it, working it around. Looking a little bit sloppy here so far. Maroney to Calderon. Calderon flicks it right to Ferris State's defense. 29 seconds of power play remain as Piazza takes it back to the Michigan blue line. Saccone. And Danks gets the puck out of a scramble there. Calderon looking to defend. The flick shot forward for Ferris State. Back over to the Michigan goal. Michigan clears it. 7 seconds of power play remain. Can they get one more shot off? Dexter Danks pushes forward. Oh my gosh, Piazza shoots it off. Power play now over for the Wolverines. Piazza shoots just off goal. Almost a deflection goal there.
Wow, it looked like Kappelmaster had lost it for a second. Great opportunity missed.
Absolutely. Warren now in for the Wolverines, number 11. As Sam Piazza gets the puck. And a scramble with the referee there. Flicks it forward, Ferris State. And Ferris State's got it, looking to assemble some offense. A sloppy pass!
Oh, wow, Pastelov caught the defense sleeping there as they made kind of a lazy pass, almost with the breakaway, but the tip is going to send it into the air for the easy outfield grab by Kappelmaster there. That was a nice play by him. He can really do it all tonight.
Nick Pastelov unable to finish that, and that one goes right, floats right into the hand of Justin Kappelmaster, who, as you say, and as you've been saying all game, has been phenomenal. Both goalkeepers, really. It's been a great effort from them both in this 1-1 game. Pushing forward is Ferris State. Mackin, number 21. He flicks it forward, defended by Michigan. Michigan unable to clear it. And clear it is what they will now do. Moving forward, Ferris State recovers at the blue line for Michigan. They shoot. Almost on goal there. Very close. Michigan pushing forward. Brennan Warren.
Looks like it's going to be an icing there. It's going to bring the puck back into the Wolverines zone, but even play with 6:52 left in the second. Still 1-1, 26 shots for Michigan, 15 for Ferris State.
Ferris State at least able to get that total up a little bit, but not enough to really be effective here as Michigan's shot total continues to skyrocket. Callan, number 23, with the puck for Ferris State. That one is cleared by Michigan. And that one is cleared by Griffin Luce, sent towards the Ferris State side. The Bulldogs go forward, 2-on-2 here. Norris, number 10, to is that Fernandez there? Wow, a close shot, hits off the post, and there's a fight going down. Three people now involved.
Wow, lots of pushing in front of the net. Referees immediately come in and separate any would-be fights.
Very close call there as things continue to get chippy in this game. As we've said now, it's looking that way. Both teams very aggressive.
It looks like Mayer maybe have been kind of poking Laverne there, or Levine, excuse me, who had already covered the puck, and the Wolverine D protecting their goaltender.
Absolutely. You love to see it. It's like an offensive lineman protecting his quarterback in a scuffle. You love to see that. Protecting your leader. That's a sign of a good leader, is when people come to his defense. You love that.
And he's definitely been leading his team tonight. Only one goal allowed.
Oh, absolutely. And Norris gets that drop. But that is sent the Ferris State way. Slaker interferes with the goalkeeper there. And now we're seeing the same thing on the other side. Almost another fight breaks out. This time with Slaker hitting the Ferris State goalie, and the Ferris State defenseman come to the goalie's defense and attack Slaker.
Kappelmaster's down though. I'm not sure if he's actually okay. He actually had had collided with Slaker. Like you said, Slaker had slid into him, and I don't know. He might need a breather here. He's got his mask off, and he's kneeling down on the ice. He looks quite shooken up. Kind of skating around. It looks like he kind of gives the okay that he's gonna be okay. Drinks a little bit of water, but definitely shaken up there. Look for a second like he might not get up. He was laying on the ground for quite a bit there.
An interesting sequence of events. We saw the same thing happen on both sides. Players interfering with the other team's goalie and the other team's players coming to the goalie's defense. Good to know that both teams' goalies have full support from the rest of the team. Norris, puck drop. And Slaker now.
As they get ready for the face-off. Still a 1-1 game with 6:13 left in the second period.
Hughes around the blue line, over to Norris. Norris to Lockwood, back to Norris. Lockwood's got it now by the blue line. Michigan looking to set up an attack, sloppy pass. Martin regains possession there for the Wolverines. Norris to Slaker, who fires it back over to Hughes. Hughes looks to somewhat reset this attack. He's unable to do so. As some more shoving goes down, this time Slaker and Finner, two of the same characters from the previous altercations, and Slaker comes over and flicks the helmet of number 9 Finner for the Bulldogs, right in front of the referee. No regard for the referee's power there.
Yeah, clearly not afraid to show support for his teammates.
It was more disrespectful to the referee than it was to the player. Doing it right in front of him. Ciccone for Michigan, defense. They try and clear it, unable to do so. Ferris State shot, off goal.
Looks like it's going to be an offsides there. Lots of stoppages in the recent past 2 minutes here. No team able to really get a full, strong possession in the other zone.
Agreed, and that is number 8, Jack Becker. Wins that drop. Over to Pericos. A scrum against the board there, and Michigan clears it. Almost into the crowd there. And that looks like a 1-on-3 opportunity. Of course, Ferris State takes that shot. Deflected.
That's a nice kick save by Levine.
Absolutely. No surprise to see Ferris State taking that shot. It looks like they'll take what they can get offensively at this point because they just haven't been able to establish anything. Michigan with a scrum. They win that one. And that's Jack Becker up forward, but Ferris State gets control on the clear. And Pericos and Michigan get that one. Sloppy pass. And just back and forth ball here over by the Michigan goal. Michigan works it around to the other side of their goal. Just trying to defend and set something up at this point, and they do. That is Jack Becker going forward. Clears it over for Calderon, way too far. To Mackin, forward for Ferris State. And number 5, Griffin Luce, defending there. Michigan's going to look to clear this one, but Ferris State's got numbers. Calderon. Calderon to Cooper Maroney. Cooper Maroney, forward, deflected. Unable to set anything up as Michigan there. And Ferris State gets it. A 3-on-2 opportunity. Cleared by Michigan. Oh no, deflected. Ferris State with a shot on goal there on a deflected clear. Dexter Danks falls down, unable to complete his attempted attack, and now a line change for Michigan. There's Warren, there's Hughes, there's Martin, and there is Pastelov.
Looks like it's going to be icing here. It's going to put the puck in the Bulldog zone. Wolverines looking to put something behind the great goaltender of the Bulldogs tonight. Kappelmaster, he's looked incredible, and he doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon, so the Wolverines are going to have a real nice possession here to score a goal on him.
Pastolov, and he loses that drop. Killens for Ferris State has it, and he's going to try and set something up. Michigan almost thwarts that, but instead they'll get the puck over by their goal. Michigan will, that is. And that is Hughes losing control, but giving it over to Pastolov, who attacks on his own, works around 3 defenders. Stolen. Hughes and Michigan get the ball back by their blue line. Hughes going forward on his own. Flick shot deflected, no good.
Wow, that was a nice wrist shot there.
Oh, and Pastolov forward to Warren, who cannot finish right in front of the goal there.
Wow, it looked like it might have been blocked by a defender, but what an opportunity the Wolverines had.
Wow, absolutely. As Pastolov decks number 26. Joe Rutkowski over by the Ferris State blue line. Michigan pushing forward, looking to establish something here. That is number 43, Hughes, right there with the puck. Hughes waiting patiently, standing still almost behind the Michigan goal, looking to establish something. He goes forward to Norris. Norris slips, tripped up, and looks around, confused for the puck, can't find it. Slaker has it, and now Lockwood, as Ferris State takes it from him, and it now looks to push forward. Saccone clears it back for Michigan. Ferris State will have it now. Zajner forward. He works it around behind the goal now, taken back by Michigan, and they have a shot opportunity. Ferris State, they missed that. The flick shot completely missed as Lockwood is shoved into the referee. Piazza, forward, deflected. Hughes.
Wow, Kappelmaster out of the net, knocked out of there by the scrum, but the Wolverines unable to get a man on the puck.
Wow, what a chance there. Dexter Danks shoves Killens over at about the halfway mark of the ice. Dexter Danks has the puck, pushing forward. That is Cooper Marody. He shoots it. Deflected. There's 1 minute remaining in this period. As that is deflected forward, Calderon unable to finish right in front of the goal. Dexter Danks deflects that one, but Ferris State gets possession, and they're pushing forward. 2-on-3 here, 3-on-3. Tripped up.
40 seconds left in the second.
Nicholas Boca with the defense there. Dexter Danks tripped up. And
30 seconds now in the Wolverine zone.
Michigan just playing defense at this point, just trying to squeak into that midway point between the second and third period without giving up a goal here, as Ferris State is dominating the offensive possession of these last couple minutes, though Michigan has had some nice breakaway attacks.
And it's going to be a stoppage of play as the puck goes outside the rink. 20.6 seconds left in the second period here. Ian, what do you think is going to transpire in these next 20 seconds? Do you think Ferris State's going to be able to get the chance they need?
I think they might get the chance they need. I don't know that they can finish and capitalize on that chance as we get ready for the drop here. The defense has just been too good. Norris gets that one. Cleared. Michigan has it. Will they establish one more attack before the second period comes to a close? Doesn't look like they will. 10 seconds remain. Hughes pushing forward, deflected. Ferris State, 3, 2, and that will take us into the third period.
Well, that was a great second period there, Ian. Lots of action on both sides. Still 1-1 though. 29 shots to the Wolverines, 17 for the Bulldogs. Definitely being outshot by the Wolverines, unable to capitalize. Kappelmaster has looked fantastic in that. Wow, so 28 of 29 he saved, not to mention all the shots that the Bulldogs defense allowed that just went wide. So Kappelmaster has really been under attack tonight, unable to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, the kind of game that we just had in that second period, the kind of period we had, sorry, it's a lot like something from a good soccer game. A lot of action, a lot of shots being taken, but no goals scored, and the score remains 1-1. Again, a lot of action there. 29 shots heading into the third period for Michigan. Only 17 for the Bulldogs, but Michigan with many opportunities. Very successful attack opportunities there as they absolutely push the pace towards the end of that second period. And again, what you like to see there is good attack from Michigan. They were not phased as Ferris State regained some of their offensive composure. Michigan kept attacking. I will say though, the Michigan offense, rather than established balanced attack for the last half of that second period, was mostly just breakaway attacks and opportunities, many of which happened very quickly and were over very quickly as they were unable to capitalize. But Michigan still up 12 shots here.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to take anything at all away from Kapelmaster, who's looked fantastic, but there were some points where it seemed like he may have gotten slightly lucky with the placement of the puck. For example, on the one play where he is in his net, but he gets kind of bodied out by his own players and the Wolverines. The puck lands harmlessly away from either team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot like a good soccer game here. We have a lot of action, a lot of shots, great goalkeeping, and ultimately not a lot of scoring here. That could change in this third period, though, because someone's bound to explode at some point. One of these teams is bound to go off at some point. They've just been so close all game. I truly feel like the first team that scores here will be the one who runs away with it. But however, we know there's the existing possibility of one team scoring and then going on the defensive. And if you go on the defensive here, you know, that's just risky because there's been so many shots and so many opportunities. If you go on the defensive and you're not going to be attacking at all, it's like that the prevent defense at the end of a good football game.
And Ian, right now there's a young lady on the ice who's trying to shoot the score. Oh, she's it looks like she is trying to get a hold on the puck. Oh, just flips it to the side. I think she has another chance coming though.
Oh yeah.
But an interesting point that you made about the scoring. I think it's definitely possible that, you know, maybe neither team is able to score. It's been fairly even. Oh, wow, what a shot there by the young lady. She's going to win the score. Oh, right on target. The crowd going pretty crazy. They're one of the loudest times they've been tonight.
She's 8 years old. I'm not sure what she's going to be able to do with a Meyer gift card. Probably give that one to her parents.
Yeah, I think I feel like I have a feeling that might be coming back her way in the form of snacks or other treats.
Snacks, Tooth Fairy money.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, she could always give us the Meyer gift card. We could use it. I got no food in my room right now. Let's be honest here. And just some around Michigan news. An 82-50 victory in the scrimmage today for Michigan. And who was that against, Pete?
I believe it was Grand Valley State.
82-50 victory. Charles Matthews, the new Wolverine, with 23 points in 29 minutes, shooting 9 for 14 there. Very impressive. And obviously the veteran Mo Wagner having a nice game as well. The rebounding leader on both sides with 10 total rebounds for him. And some of the youngsters getting a chance to play. That's just a little basketball news for you.
But like I was saying before, Ian, I think, based on the way the teams have been playing, both strong and with some luck, I think it's definitely possible that this game might float into OT and we might have quite the finish on our hands.
Game is setting up nicely for that. In the event that Michigan wins in overtime, do you think the possibility exists for us to still get ranked?
I think it does, because I think, you know, in the grand scheme of things, a win is a win, and it's not like the Wolverines have necessarily been playing poorly tonight. It's just been a very nice recovery performance by the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
who came out, you know, not very good last game, getting kind of beat out by the Wolverines pretty badly last night, 7-2, I believe we had said. So I think it's more the Bulldogs' rejuvenation in their strong performance rather than more of like a choke or a bad performance by the Wolverines.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Actually, I mean, it's like we said, you know, After an embarrassing 7-2 loss last night, Ferris State came out and looked angry, not only in the aggressive fashion by which they played, but there's been a lot of scuffles, a lot of fights almost breaking out here. They're playing angry and they look angry. It's been an aggressive performance and a nice comeback performance for Ferris State. We'll see if they can keep it together in this third period, and I suspect they can, just based on the way they've been playing.
And again, this is WCBN FM Ann Arbor. I am Peter Monahan. With me is Ian Lemersall. We're really enjoying the game tonight. We're very happy we're able to bring this to you guys on YouTube. And I believe the game next week, which is November 10th, and that game is home against Minnesota. That game will be live on air on 88.3 as well as YouTube. And I believe Ian and I will be there again, joining you guys to enjoy that game as well.
Yeah, we'll be calling a week from today the Minnesota game, and Minnesota, that would just be a huge win.
That'd be a huge win, and we've already beaten Penn State in an overtime loss, which still feels good if you're a Wolverines fan, because you know an overtime loss, you feel like you really put the work in to get the win maybe, and it just didn't really fall your way. So
yeah, and
so,
at Penn State too.
At Penn State, yeah. While they were ranked, I believe during the game they were 15. So very, very impressive for the Wolverines.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's been a good showing this season for the Wolverines so far. A really strong start to the year. I know people see 2 losses on the record already and maybe aren't so happy about that, but you can never complain when one of those 2 is against 15th ranked Penn State at Penn State in overtime. Yeah, you would like to see them win that game. That would for sure propel them into a number 17, 18 spot or something like that right now in the rankings, but they have opportunity to make up ground. It's still very early in the season, and this team's playing very well, playing very smart so far, and that's all you can really ask for so far.
Yeah, I think just as an overall season synopsis for the Wolverines, sitting at 5-2, they're looking a lot better than I think a lot of people thought. I believe, Ian, coming into the season, I think they were ranked as like an outlook kind of ranking as last in the Big Ten, I believe. We were not really looked like a, but we've really come out and played well.
Last in the Big Ten. I did not hear about that. That's not good to hear. But so far, we've been able to sort of deflect those kind of projections and comments. Not a lot of amazing wins so far in the season, but obviously a 5-2 victory at number 15 Penn State looks great. A blowout win over Ferris State, and Michigan hasn't had the best competition so far just yet, but certainly with games against Minnesota, Wisconsin, a separate series with Michigan State, and Notre Dame. There's going to be a lot of good hockey played again home against Penn State, and there's going to be a lot of good hockey played. Kind of interesting. Arizona State, a series with them will close out the season for Michigan. Not sure where that scheduling came from. Didn't know it was even cold enough in Arizona State at any point to have a hockey game. Didn't even know the Pac-12 really had much hockey, to be honest. I'm not sure that they do, but schedule looks favorable for the Wolverines, who will have plenty of chances against good teams to prove themselves.
Well, I think that'll do it for us for a few minutes as we await the beginning of the third. About 6.5 left until we rejoin you and the Wolverines as they take on the Ferris State Bulldogs. And with over a little bit under, a minute left heading into the third period, Ian and I are back for you. We'll be broadcasting this third period just like the others. Still 1-1, 29 shots for the Michigan Wolverines, and still only 17 for the Ferris State Bulldogs. An exciting third period coming up.
But no matter the score, still 1-1. Still been an incredible game. 30 seconds remain. The Wolverines get ready. The crowd,
the
ready.
Crowd, very energetic. Really, you can feel it. They want a goal very badly.
Oh, they're ready to explode. They're ready to explode, and so are we. So that's fair to say. That's fair to say.
That's fair to say. And it looks like the referee is going to gather the teams into the center ice face-off circle here. It's going to be Durantis and Marodi, just like the other two periods.
Here we go.
It's going to be Michigan puck and an immediate offsides 6 seconds into the period, cutting off the momentum by Michigan. And we'll see if Kapellmaster is going to be able to maintain this incredible level of play. Levine not having that many shots on. We'll see if he's nice and warm instead of kind of cold without all the shots.
And a big story here. I don't think I've heard enough vulgarity from our student section just yet. Let's hopefully they can step it up in this third period.
And that's going to be Boca. He's going to bring it up to Marodi. Luce kind of gets in the way. Pass back to Boca. Now to Dexter Danks. It's going to be a shot on goal, kick save by Kapellmaster. Behind the net now. Killens by the Bulldogs. He's going to get that out. Just past Andrew, but back down into the defense. Looks like that's going to be Callan. I believe that's Callan from San Diego, Ian's actual own hometown, as the puck comes back to the Michigan Wolverines defensive zone. And that is going to be Quinn Hughes bringing up the puck. Quinn, offensive game for the defenseman Quinn Hughes, and he's in the zone. He's going to take a shot, deflected. William Lockwood with the puck. He's going to send it back out to the blue line. Slaker with a shot, kick save again by Kapellmaster. And it's the Bulldogs now bringing it up into the zone. That's going to be Durantis. He's going to shut it out. Mackin chasing. Maloney on it. But Will Lockwood kind of dives in front of the puck. Kind of. That was kind of an odd play by Will Lockwood.
That was pretty weird. He kind of slid, and with his stick and his arms kind of held the puck in a circle so no one could reach in there and get it.
It was quite the interesting play by Will. Interesting, but I guess effective as there's a stoppage in play. I guess maybe because he was protecting the puck, maybe Maloney had a slash there. It's going to be a power play for the Wolverines. We've Slager taking the face. Hughes at the blue line in the Bulldog zone. That's going to be kicked out to Martin. Now Hughes. Back to Morris. He's going to shoot just wide. Will Lockwood to Hughes. And it's going to be poked. Wolverines able to keep it in the zone, but now it's taken out. That's going to be Yoder. Into the Wolverine zone. It's just him right now. The rest of his team has switched lines now.
1-on-3.
And now Josh Norris for the Wolverines recovers. He's going to send that up to Slaker. Slaker into the Bulldog zone. Cross ice. Mackin breaks that up for the Bulldogs. Back to the Wolverine zone.
Minute and 15 left on this power play.
That was kind of a questionable pass there by Levine. Durantis. Oh no, it's Mackin in front of the net. Wow, what a key deflection there.
Almost a huge change of events as Michigan power play almost turned into a goal for Ferris State. A deflection that landed right in front of the goal. A 2-on-1. Straight shot. And that one was lucky enough to get flicked up almost into the crowd. Very, very fortunate for the Wolverines. That was almost very bad, as that one is a glove save.
Well, that was kind of an odd face-off there. It was Rechtenwald, who instead of attempting to corral the puck, kind of flicked it right into Levine's glove. And that's going to be Marodi, who wins the second of the two. Piazza with the puck. He's going to give that to Saccone. Back to Piazza. Past center ice now with Marodi. Into the offensive zone against the Bulldogs. It's going to be cross ice to Saccone. Shot almost. Tony Calderon almost able to bury that, but not quite. Marodi cross crease again. No good. Piazza with the chase. Out to Calderon in the slot. Unable to get it. Marodi by the blue line. Cross ice now to Saccone. Broken up by the Bulldogs, and it's out of the zone.
24 seconds remain in power play here.
That's going to be flicked over into the Bulldog zone. Now the Bulldogs are going to send it back down to the Wolverines. 12 seconds left on the power play for the Wolverines. Piazza bringing it up. He's going to toss that cross. And it's going to be a scrum along the boards, but the Bulldogs able to recover. And that's a turnover in the offensive zone. Warren unable to complete the pass, and it's Finner for the Bulldogs across ice. Warren and Finner. Oh wow, what a hit by Warren on Finner. It looked like he almost led with the shoulder there and really decked Finner.
And it's really getting chippy again there.
And it looks like that actually might be an elbowing call against Warren. Yeah, I think that was kind of a strong hit on Finner. I'm not sure if he necessarily meant it, but Finner stopped so quickly, it was kind of hard to not, I guess, lean into that hit. But unfortunately for the Wolverines, it's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Bulldogs.
And Lucas Finner, he's been involved in a lot of altercations tonight so far. Not what you want to see from the Wolverines now. Power play for Ferris State, just such a dumb mistake here for this Michigan team.
16 minutes left in the power play now, and in the Wolverine zone, it's the Bulldogs behind the net. There's a scramble. Slaker for the Wolverines, able to get it on it. Maloney dumps it back around. Callan dumps it off. Oh, he passes to the blue line, but unable to recover. Wolverines chase. Bulldogs still maintain possession, however. Bulldog puck coming up the edge here into the Wolverine zone by Killens. And it's going to be Boca and Luce, who are fighting for the puck behind the net. It's going to be kicked out. Wow, right in front of the Wolverine net. Almost opportunity, but Will Lockwood's going to slap that away. And he's going to chase it down. Kappelmaster out to play it for the Bulldogs. And he's going to, it looks like Callan's going to give it to Durantis, who's going to bring it into the zone. Now down to Cole Norris.
Cole Norris scoring that goal earlier today.
Definitely a key player to watch here. It's Rukowski. He's gonna feint a slap shot, and he's gonna try to give it to Cole Norris in front of the net, but it is deflected into the netting, and it will be a stoppage.
Yeah, I mean, Ferris State mounting some attack here. 53 seconds left in power play for Warren, who did make a very foolish mistake there. And let's give a lot of credit to Lockwood. He's looked solid all night.
And it's going to be a win. It's going to be Clark by the Bulldogs maintaining puck. Now it's Rukowski. And now Clark thinks about shooting but dishes. Cross crease. Durant is not able to get that pass. And now it's Rukowski. Marodi's able to fight past it. Hughes now with the puck. Oh, and it looks like the Bulldog player is going to slide into his own net. And there's going to be a stoppage in play, although it looked like there might be a penalty on the play. I saw the referee raise his arm. We'll have to see what the call is here.
Seems a little far-fetched to think that you can just move your own net like that while the other team's attacking.
And that's actually going to be Joe Rukowski with the penalty there. A great opportunity for the Wolverines here. 14:52 left, but let's not forget, still 30 seconds left in that Bulldog power play, so there's going to be a 30-second 4-on-4 here. Kind of a rare occurrence, but definitely lots of open ice. And in the 4-on-4s, lots of open ice for the speedy youngsters of both teams to take advantage and possibly net one in.
Great opportunity for Cooper Marodi. I don't believe Tony Calderon is out there, but if he was, a great opportunity for him as well. Just the strongest shooters on this team. Hopefully we'll have some space and be able to just slap it as hard as they can. The goal and maybe find something until 30 seconds is up and Michigan will have a minute 30 of their own power play.
And here we are. There's going to be a face-off in the Bulldog zone. 14:52 left in the third. 1-1 right now. It's a tie game. 4-on-4 for 30 seconds, and then a minute and a half of the Michigan power play. And it's going to be Yoder who's going to take it in the Bulldog zone. And they're going to bring it up. It's going to be tipped. And it looks like it may have touched someone on the Bulldog bench, so it looks like there's going to be a stoppage in play.
Very interesting there as Tony Calderon is subbed in. Cooper Marodi, Tony Calderon. We have Sam Piazza, and of course, number 33, Joseph Saccone.
That's going to be it's going to be Tony in the offensive zone, but it's going to be tipped away by Ferris State. 10 more seconds of the 4-on-4. Piazza in the Wolverine zone. He's going to collect himself, and he's going to bring it up on the ice. Calderon speedy across the ice, really going for it. It's going to be crossed around Sam Piazza, stopping the puck from going out of the zone. Oh, it looked like a possible trip on Marodi there, but I didn't see the referee raise his arm. Oh, wow, it's going to be Dexter Danks.
Wow.
Almost got around two defenders there, but he just hits the skate of the last defender on the last second. Almost had a great offensive chance.
Wow, wow, wow. That was quite the opportunity there. Almost all created by Dexter Danks.
Marodi now brings in the offensive zone for the Wolverines, but cleared immediately by the Bulldogs. 55 seconds left in the Wolverines power play, 5-on-4 right now for the Wolverines. Saccone with the puck.
Sloppy pass there.
Kind of a careless pass. The Bulldogs are going to try and capitalize. It's going to be a shot on goal. Nice save by Levine. Saccone now recovers.
And if you're Michigan here, the last thing you want to do is give up on-goal shots when you have power play.
That's an excellent point. It's going to be Calderon on the offensive zone. Oh, he's looking cross-creased, but intercepted. But now it's given up. Calderon, a shot. Nice save by Kappelmaster. Wow. It's going to be another shot. Kind of dumps it back into the zone. And it's going to be Dexter Danks who brings it up along the boards. Gives it to Hughes. And now it looks like it's Marodi who tries to block. Oh! Wow! Score. Wow! What a nice goal there. It looked like it was Cooper Marodi who routed Dexter Danks crossing on the left side. He crossed it all the way, and a nice tip in by Dexter Danks on the power play. 8 seconds left.
A perfect pass and a perfect finish right there for Michigan as they take a 2-1 lead with exactly 13 minutes left in this third period. We'll see if they can hold on here. Amazing play right there. Wow. And Dexter Danks, who has looked fairly sloppy all game despite his high pedigree of how much he carries this Michigan offense typically. He has looked sloppy tonight, but that makes up for all of it and then some as Michigan is now up 2-1.
Kappelmaster clearly frustrated after that goal, but he has still played great all night.
Can't take anything away from him.
Boca with the puck in the Wolverines defensive zone. Now up 2-1 with 13 minutes left in the third. The Wolverines are going to look to maintain this lead and get the W. And that's going to be Becker into the offensive zone. He's going to dump it. It's going to be Roos who chases. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to recover. Passes up to Cole Norris, but intercepted by Luce. And now it's Roos who's there, fighting against the boards for the Wolverines. Still not sure who has it. And now it's Boca for the Wolverines on the other side of the ice. His pass is going to be tipped by Mayer of the Bulldogs. Bulldog zone right now. It's going to be a shot on that, just misses by the Bulldogs. And now it's going to be the Bulldogs coming out. It's Rukowski off the penalty box there. And it's going to be Wolverine puck. Boca behind his own net. Pushed down by Andrew of the Bulldogs here. Now Lockwood trying to get past the Bulldogs defense, but it's actually going to be Josh Norris who almost gets there. Now the Bulldogs are going to get possession of the puck. Taken away. It's the Michigan puck. Will Lockwood almost with a shot in the offensive zone, but unable to corral it. And it's the crowd there clearly upset that no tripping call was called on their young star, Will Lockwood. And now it's Saccone taking it up. He's going to look to Warren, who didn't quite see it, but now gets his eye on the puck. Sam Piazza's going to clear it back in. Now a Bulldog puck. Piazza now going back, but it's Finner who beats him to it. Bulldogs in the offensive zone right now. It's going to be kicked out. Oh, wow, it looked like it was going to be a cross-crease pass for a shot, but it is going to be deflected by the Wolverines. Wolverines fighting in their defensive zone now to get control, and they will. That's going to be Pasyov, who's going to go down into the Bulldog zone, and there's going to be a stoppage.
Back and forth right now it goes after Michigan scored that goal 2-1 now. 10 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in this third period. It'll be very interesting to see how Ferris State decides to respond. Does Michigan run away with this one? Or can Ferris State come back, keep it close, keep it on their side of the ball, continue to with the puck, continue to attack, and maybe even this one up. Last year, a nice Michigan-Penn State game I saw here live towards the end of the season. It was the same way, 1-1 the entire game, and then third period, Michigan scores once, and then twice, and then 3 times, and finally runs away with that one 4-1. That was towards the end of last year. And maybe they can do the same thing here. It's really quite hard to say. It's all going to depend on how Ferris State decides to respond here.
Yeah, I think you can't put any of this blame of the position there on Kapelmaster. He's one of the main reasons they have a chance to win this game right now against the Wolverines. 31 of 33 shots. That's a nice save percentage for Kapelmaster, and I'm sure his teammates are happy about it. But they're going to have to do something. Whether hope Michigan gets some kind of penalty or something like that, although the Bulldogs haven't looked great on the power play. I think they just need one kind of roll to go their way, possibly even the score. I don't think they need to win it outright here. I think they could maybe survive and take it into an overtime. The Wolverines, on the other hand, like you had said before, do not go into a turtle defensive mode. Do not kind of go away from the kind of style you're playing.
Absolutely. I thought with Warren in the penalty box and power play for Ferris State, I thought that was a great opportunity for them. They were unable to capitalize. Michigan did on the back end of that double power play.
It's going to be Marodi who tips into the offensive zone. It's going to be Marodi who shoots. Oh my gosh! He leans the goaltender out of the crease, and he passes cross to his teammate Dexter Danks, but the pass is tipped. Wolverine zone. Tony Calderon. Oh, across crease again, unable to finish. It's clear the crowd definitely wants another from the Wolverines.
Great opportunities there. That's what you see, though. Michigan trying to put this one to bed. Unable to do so there, but those were great chances. A lot of fun to watch them work on offense. That front line is just amazing. Danks, Marodi, and Calderon. Really just a great line.
That's going to be a shot. Nice glove save there by Kapelmaster. And I think that the Wolverines had a nice chance to score there. 2 nice chances, both cross-crease passes right in front of the net. It's interesting if the Bulldogs can be able to kind of adapt to that offense that is occurring right now and maybe shore up that part of the ice.
Absolutely, and it's been interesting to see how Ferris State has responded. They actually haven't been dominating time of possession at all. It's been Michigan who's responded better than Ferris State, trying to really put this game out, go up 3-1. We'll see if they can do that. Right now it's 2-1, 9:51 remains, and still 19 shots for Ferris State. Since the end of the first period to all the way with 9:51 left in the third period, Ferris State has only had 7 shots on goal. Michigan has improved their total by 22, and they're all the way up to 34 shots versus the 19 for Ferris State.
And I think, as you had mentioned, Ian, does Michigan need like a big win to get into the rankings? I don't think so. I think this has just been, sometimes you run into a hot goaltender like Kapelmaster, who's just played fantastic. And I think there's not much you can do about that, as we see a child on the cam rapidly dabbing all over his friends and family. Lots of disrespect there, but we're going to take you back to this Michigan game here, as they're going to take the face-off, and they're going to win it in the offensive zone. It's going to be the Bulldogs who try to clear, and they do. And it will be Rechtenwald who's going to follow up the Wolverines right now. He's going to try and make something happen for his team. Still in the Wolverine zone now. Boca with the puck behind his net. Loose now with the puck to Roos. Back to Roos. And it's going to be sliced down the right side of the Bulldog zone and stopped by Roos. Still in there. now in a scrum. And the puck's going to be kind of available, but the Bulldogs are going to go get it. Pass across ice, and they're going to try to move into the Wolverine zone here. And they will. It's going to be Rukowski who's going to take a shot, but that's deflected by the Wolverines. And now a pass into the offensive zone. Still in the Wolverine zone. Callan with the puck by the blue line. He's going to dump it in for Finner. Finner's going to go get it. It's going to be tipped. Callan now against the boards. Callan and Finner for the Bulldogs fighting. Now it's going to be Boca for the Wolverines who's going to get a hold of it. Give it to Will Lockwood, who dodges a big hit. And now the Wolverines have in the offensive zone a shot. Oh, Will Lockwood right in front of the net. A nice clean shot on the goal. You can see the frustration on his face. That's the kind of goal that really gives you a nice lead and almost puts the game away, but Will Lockwood unable to finish. Great save by Kappelmaster. Not much you can do about that. I think if there's maybe anything he could have done, maybe go 5-hole there. It seemed like that was Kappelmaster's weakness, but a nice glove save by Kappelmaster.
Yeah, Will Lockwood looks solid all night, hasn't made any mistakes on any sides here, and he would have liked to have that one go in just to kind of put his good game onto the stat sheet. That would have been nice, but...
And it's going to be the Bulldogs who are taking it out. It's going to be Mackin, their captain, but it's going to be out of the zone. Tony Calderon dumps it, and it's going to be Durantis now, who's going to give it to his teammate on the other side, who's going to clear it down the ice. Tipped by Saccone, excuse me. And now Bulldog in the offensive zone. That was a nice pad saver, maybe even the post by Levine. It's going to be, a Maloney shot. It's going to go off the pad of Levine and into the net. It is 2-2.
Wow.
Wow, that's definitely what the Bulldogs needed there.
That is exactly what they needed, because they weren't going to get it any other way, the way Michigan was playing. Just such a lucky shot there, but I will say that is exactly the kind of response that they needed. I don't want to say poor goalkeeping on the side of Levine, but that wasn't his best work tonight. Although his sample size of what he has done has been, you know, pretty tough to top. He's setting his own bar high, but that was definitely not what you like to see there. Mitch
Maloney with the goal there. He shoots on the blocker side, and Levine just not able to keep that out as the Wolverines win the face-off.
Now a 2-2 game. 7 minutes and 56 seconds remain.
Wolverines are going to attempt to bring in the Bulldog zone, but that's stopped. Bulldog puck right now. Pass cross ice. Now it's Pastrov for the Wolverines. Into the zone. It's going to be Warren. Warren against the boards here, fighting with the Bulldogs. Now Pastrov. Oh wow, that was a pass by. It looked like Sanchez or Pastrov right in front of the net, unable to get it on net. But another long distance shot that's going to be tipped away by Kappelmaster, and now it's in the center ice zone. But the Bulldogs are going to bring it into the Wolverine zone. It's Mayer behind the net. He's gonna do kind of a backhand wrister there, and two Bulldogs hit
smash against the glass there. Martin, number 2 for Michigan, smashed there.
Wolverines kind of collect themselves behind the net. It's Hughes. It looks like there's a delayed penalty, so Levine's gonna head to the bench. It's a 6-on-5 right now for the Wolverines. They're gonna look to capitalize. But it's going to be kind of a not a great possession there by the Wolverines. It's going to be touched by the Ferris State Bulldogs, and one of them is going to be going to the penalty box. It looks like it's the assistant captain, Andrew Mayer. And the Wolverines are going to try to capitalize here. Ian, 6:37 left, 2-2. This is exactly what the Wolverines needed to bounce back from the nice shot by Maloney.
I'll tell you what, power play right now is so important for this Michigan team. The way they responded to going up 2-1 was interesting. They decided not to be tentative. They decided not to play a prevent defense, so to speak, and instead they were going for it. Unfortunate that they gave up a goal there, but I think power play opportunity is perfect for them right here. Perfect opportunity for 2 minutes here. And by the time this power play is over, whether Michigan scores or not, there will be 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining just about, and that'll be enough time for Michigan to hopefully fend them off if they are able to score here.
And that's going to be one in the Bulldog zone. By the Bulldogs. They're going to clear it out to center ice.
Wow.
Oh, and it's Fernandez who's going to shoot it on that. Nice save by Levine. That was a nice stick save. It's going to be Saccone bringing it up for the Wolverines. He's going to go almost to center ice now, and it's Marodi who brings in the Bulldog zone. Tony Calderon. Now to the other side of the ice to Saccone. Now Piazza. And now it's Marodi and it's Tony Calderon on the slot, but it's broken up by the Bulldogs. They played great defense in that part of the ice all night. And now Levine's going to take it and leave it for Piazza to come get. He's going to leave it for Hughes. Hughes bringing up the ice. That's going to go to Slaker. And now Will Lockwood, who's going to take a wrister, but it's just blocked off the skate of the Bulldog defender. It's going to be Slaker behind the Bulldog net. He's giving that to Hughes. He's going to go cross ice back. Now back to Hughes from Martin. Hughes with the puck. He's going to give it in deep. It's going to be cross ice to number 9, Josh Norris. Oh, he looked for Slaker in the net, but unable to corral the pass.
Slaker had a great opportunity there. Wow, just barely missed that one.
Now Lockwood, now Norris. And now it's going to be tipped out of the zone. It's going to be Hughes with the puck. Ferris State changes, but Wolverines trying to press it. Hughes with the puck by the net. Unable to get a nice shot off. Bulldogs recover and are able to clear the puck. Wolverines get it right back. It's Hughes. Now Josh Norris. He's got the puck. He's going to give it off to Martin, who's now going to give it to Lockwood.
Less than 20 seconds of power play remain.
Now Slaker behind the net. Norris is going to go get it. Tip it out to Hughes. Hughes with the puck by the blue line. They've slowed down a little bit. And now it's Martin. Back to Hughes. Slaker at the top of the blue line. Hughes looks to shoot. Now gives it back to Slaker. And Slaker's going to hit a wrister, but it's going to be blocked by number 12, Rechtenwald on the Bulldogs. Rechtenwald shoving a Michigan player as he tries to change there. No call, though. Bulldogs with the puck. They're going to bring it up. That's going to be Finner into the Michigan zone. It's going to be stopped by Sanchez. And it's going to be Boca bringing it up for the Wolverines. He's going to give it to Warren. Now pass you off. Pass you off to Sanchez. He's going to shoot, but a nice save by...
Oh, some fight. A grab at the throat. A throat grab. My goodness.
Wow, that was another aspect of the physical game we've been seeing tonight, Ian.
Greg Peffley, number 24, with a extended throat grab. He grabbed the throat and he held on right in front of the referee. Wow. Unreal to see that.
Well, I think one of the highlights of the game so far has been the impressive gameplay by Kappelmaster. That's a nice save, keeping his team in the game at the end of that Michigan power play. 4:09 left in this third. There's a big chance this game goes to OT. Ian, is there anything you think any team can do right now to guarantee themselves a win before the next 4 minutes?
Yeah, I think whichever team, this game's been chippy, all right? Whichever team messes up first and gets themselves back in the penalty box, that other team's going to go all out and have a great chance to finish this one without having it go to overtime.
And like we mentioned before, it's 4:09 left in the third. The score is 2-2 right now. Wolverines 37 shots, 22 to the Bulldogs, who have rebounded in the shot department, and they've really come back. And with that lucky shot, I don't know about lucky, but the nice shot by Maloney that just kind of tipped off the blocker of Levine and into the net. That is what has evened the game and made it 2-2. 4:09 left in the Bulldog zone, and here we go. The Wolverines are about to take the draw, and they do. Saccone with the shot, and now it's blocked in front of the net. It's Bulldog ball, puck, which is going to be shot down the ice and into the benches. So there will be a stoppage in play.
And I think we both hate to call that second goal by Ferris State lucky. That's never a fair word to use. It just is very devastating to see the deflection that caused that shot to go in, and just kind of how that was one lapse by number 30, Hayden Levine, who's had an incredible game otherwise.
That's going to be the Wolverine puck in the center zone. It's going to be Sanchez who brings in the Bulldog zone. He's going to give it back to Saccone, who's going to take a wrister that's going to be, it looks like deflected. And it looks like there's going to be a stoppage in play, but it looked as though there may have been a penalty called, but I'm not quite sure. It looks like the referees are discussing with each other about what has transpired.
The crowd all on their feet in that student section. They're all going wild right now. A lot of chanting from them in this third period, especially in these last 10 or so minutes. They want to see Michigan close this one out with a big finish. I think we all do. I think we're all ready for that. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. That is certainly enough time. No, not a lot. They're going to have to work quick, but they can do it.
It's going to be Boca in the offensive zone. He's controlling the blue line now. Now it's going to be sent back in. Calderon's going to lose it to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs up ice. It's Durantis. He's got the puck. He's going to give it to... Oh, it's going to be cross ice. Just deflected. Now it's Clark. Now the puck back to Clark.
Tony Calderon!
He's intercepted it.
He's on his own!
Oh, it's going to be broken away. Dexter Danks was able to shoot it, but nice save by Kapelmaster.
Run DMC unable to capitalize off of each other. They're unable to finish. Close. Very close. That could have been it.
Oh, and now it's Bulldog possession into the Michigan zone. Cross ice. It's going to be Cooper Marody intercepts it. Callan unable to keep it into the zone for the Bulldogs. Will Lockwood going to chase it down. Slaker goes after it. Now Boca. It's Boca and Andrew for the opposing teams going after it. Martin throws it off the glass. Oh, wow, what a hit by Lockwood. Oh, wow, on Killens, who had lost sight of the puck, and Lockwood lays him out.
Lockwood better watch his back after that hit. That was a big one. And this game continues to get chippy.
It's going to be Warren now. He's going to pass, but it's going to be taken by Durantis. Going to be whiffed on, but now it's Peffley, who has the puck inside the Michigan zone. Hughes is going to recover it. Chipped up to Warren. Warren enters the Bulldog zone. He's going to take a wrister, and it's going to be deflected into the netting. Two minutes and 4 seconds left in this third period. 2-2 right now. A very exciting game in Ann Arbor. This is WCBN FM and our WCBN Sports Radio. My name is Peter Monahan, and I am joined by Ian Lemersall, and we are enjoying this game very much right now as the Wolverines try to
It's been a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun. Pleasure to have our first call of the season be this game.
It's going to be Pasterov who's going to take, it looks like a shot Kapelmaster may not be expecting, but he's going to deflect that down in the ice in front of him, and he is going to cover that for a face-off. Wow. It's going to be a face-off in the Bulldog zone now with a minute 51. Bulldogs are going to win it. And now it's going to be Mayer. Now to the Wolverines. It's Pasterov in the center zone. He's going to tip it forward. He has a chance here. He's got the puck. Now it's Mayer again for the Bulldogs, who's going to clear it. Ciccone for the Wolverines returns to go get it. And now he's going to give it to Piazza. Ciccone and Piazza in the Wolverine zone as the forwards change. Now it's Pasterov who dumps it. He's going to head off the ice for Marody. Marody's going to come on, forming that, I believe, the DMC line Ian's been talking so much about tonight.
Oh, are they all out there? That looks like they are. Calderon, Danks, Marody.
It's going to be Sam Piazza who gets past. Oh, he's going to pass cross crease for Tony Calderon. Just misses. Wolverines in the offensive zone.
1 minute remaining.
Dexter Danks. He's going to take a wrister that's blocked. 58 seconds. And that's going to be sent down. Wolverines are going to collect themselves in their own zone. It's going to be a change for the Bulldogs, and the Wolverines are trying to take advantage. Cooper Marody sends it around, but the Bulldogs are going to get it. And it's going to be Rechtenwald, who heads into the Michigan zone with 39 seconds left in this game. 2-2 score. Looking for the game winner on either side. And it's going to be Hughes, collects it.
30 seconds remain.
Gives it to Dexter Danks. He's gonna toss it. It's gonna be a shot from the center ice to Kapelmaster, who's gonna take it. Now it's in the Wolverine zone that's been cleared, and it looks like it's going to be an icing call.
I really didn't like Michigan taking that shot there. That was just so far out. That seemed unnecessary. Maybe establish an attack, run out the rest of the clock, and try and get something going that way. I don't like to see a shot from that far out. But Ferris State playing incredible defense here. Michigan's had their chances. They've had their chances in the last about 8 minutes or so. Really, they haven't. Ferris State's just tightened up that defense and you know, just an incredible response from them. Nobody able to really run away with it at all.
It looks like there's going to be a timeout on the ice right now as either teams are going to collect themselves and they're going to see what the game plan is for these next few seconds left in the game. Ian, it looks like most likely this game's headed to OT at Yost Arena in Ann Arbor here tonight. 2-2 right now, and pending any change, that'll be the score headed into OT in the next few seconds.
Just disappointing to see because Michigan has had their chances, and Ferris State, though, just a lot of heart to stay in this game. They've played so physical tonight, so physical, so aggressive, and that's why they've stayed in this game. That's what's kept them in it, and that's why this game's also gotten so aggressive on both sides. There's been a lot of fighting, but that's what you like to see because that just shows they aren't going to quit. They aren't going to go down easy, especially after that embarrassing loss last night, and like we talked about so much, clearly they are angry.
Definitely angry. They're definitely playing with a passion. They don't want to roll over like it seemed like they might have had last night. They definitely want to prove that they are a team to be reckoned with, and they are not a pushover. Despite the record 2-6-1, they are playing very well tonight.
Absolutely.
15.7 seconds left in the third. There's going to be a face-off from the Bulldog zone. It looks like Will Lockwood is going to be joined with Norris there, who's going to take the face-off. Norris and Finner taking the face-off for the respective sides. 15.7. It's going to be won by the Wolverines. Will Lockwood, oh, he had a chance, but it looked like he might have been tripped. It doesn't look like a call, though. Finner now in the Wolverine zone. There's going to be a fight for the puck. Norris is going to kind of scrape it out, and that's going to do it for the third period. And we're going to head to OT.
Wow. We're going to head to overtime here. If you had told me that was going to be the case, I would not have believed you. 2-1, Michigan looked promising, but Ferris State responded the way they have all game.
I'll tell you what, Ian, if you had told me it's going to be as exciting a game as this one, you know, sign me up. What a game that we've seen, especially on our first call. Very, very impressive play by both sides. Not really like a lot of mistakes. It's really been a slugfest between both teams.
It's been an absolute treat tonight for us getting to see this game. I mean, look, if you had told me also not only to see this in our first call of the season, but after the blowout last night, 7-2 blowout, I would have expected something similar out of Michigan tonight so they can propel themselves into the ranks and propel themselves past this series easily. Looking forward to next weekend against Minnesota. But Ferris State has decided to stick around, and what do we have now? Really just an incredible game. 41 shots for Michigan, 22 for Ferris State, but no matter because Ferris State has made the most of all those attempts.
And it looks like we're going to be heading to OT right now. Technically the fourth period, but for those of you at home listening, of course, it's OT. And as the camera focuses on many different people in the arena, we saw lots of disrespectful dabbing all over family and friends by children. Very exciting game, though. And the Michigan band, while quiet, has been pretty electric along with the crowd. And it looks like we're going to head to the face-off right here.
The key to this game in overtime now is going to be aggression from the student section.
And it's a 5-minute OT for those of you listening. And it's going to be 4 minutes and 55 seconds now as the puck is dropped. It's going to be Tony Calderon who tips it. He's going to bring it into the Bulldog zone. It's going to be Killens with the puck. It's going to be Marody. And Marody and Callan are going to be locked up with their sticks. It's going to be tipped ahead. And that's going to be right to Mackin, but it's going to be broken up. And a pass for the Michigan teammate goes straight through into the pad of Kapelmaster. Now it's beside his net. It's going to be Tony Calderon with the puck. Now Hughes.
Hughes works around. Nice.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh man, Dexter Jenks puck still for a shot. Oh my
goodness. Oh, Tony Calderon wishes he could have that one back. Oh wow.
Wow. I mean, we saw Dexter Jenks unable to finish, and then Tony Calderon gets a beautiful shot right here, but unable to finish. Also, I think giving credit to the other side as well, Justin Kapelmaster, a nice dive in front of that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just great defense. A lot of opportunity there for Michigan. Great defense by Ferris State. As we've seen all game, I wouldn't expect anything less. Just amazing. Hughes. Oh my gosh. That is a goal. Oh my goodness.
Hold on a second. It looks like
Michigan has won this game.
Oh my gosh.
Has Michigan won this game? They're going to go review it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I believe they have one, but it looked as if there might have been goaltender interference.
Folks, if you're listening on radio, I just cannot explain that shot right there. It was just such an easy block, it looked like, for the Ferris State goalie, and it gets right through, somehow, a Michigan goal to win the game, but they're going to review this one, and it might be coming back.
I mean, it did look like Slaker, and that's the one who buries it in OT. Slaker is in the crease right now, and it looks like he tips the puck in, but I will say, looking at the replay with Ian, it looked like the puck went in the net before any of the major interference occurred. However, they are reviewing it along with us on the screen. Now, Slaker was in the crease. The question is, did it inhibit the ability of Kapelmaster? But it looks like they're
Here
actually
goes the referee. The referee walks out. He's going to make the decision.
No goal!
He says, no goal. Oh, my goodness. No goal. And the University of Michigan has not won this hockey game. Folks, we are back. This is not over. This game is not over.
Well, I thought that might have been the end of it, but you know, as we point out, I think definitely a point there for Kapelmaster. I think he had a point, kind of arguing that call, contesting, not leaving his crease.
Absolutely, they really believe that was not a goal. You know, the crowd, I cannot repeat what they're chanting right now, but I can't help but agree to some extent. Some extent. I would have loved to see Michigan finish it that way, but Ferris State, man, you got to give them so much credit the way they've played, and their defense is amazing there. That's so many opportunities already in the first minute of overtime for Michigan.
So now it's Warren who's going to take a shot in the Bulldog zone, but the Bulldogs are going to recover. And it's going to be Cole Norris who dumps it in. Now Hughes for the Wolverines. He's going to hit it back. And that's going to be a shot, but it's going to be blocked to the Wolverines. It's going to be Paschalov. 2-on-1. Paschalov and Sanchez, and it's going to be hit away. Very nice defensive play by Joe Rutkowski for the Bulldogs.
Oh, no.
Now it's Cole Norris. 2-on-1 for the Bulldogs. He's going to look. He's going to shoot.
Wow.
He missed the pass.
Oh, my goodness. What a game. I cannot put into words what is going on right now.
Will Lockwood just flying into the boards there. It looks like maybe he had been tripped or something, but he is back up. Looks to be fine. It's going to be Belka bringing the poke up for the Wolverines. He's going to dish it to Lockwood. Lockwood's going to be poked, and now it's going to be Rechtenwald, who's going to pass straight to Zahner. He's going to get a shot on that right in front of the Michigan goalie. It's going to be tipped. What a game right now. It's Killens. He's going to hit it ahead. Tipped by Callan. Callan and Boca meet in the Michigan Wolverines zone. And now it's going to be number 21 for the... Oh, wow. That was very close.
Wow.
Almost a goal. It was tipped in front of the net. It's going to be a shot. And it's going to be a goal.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be a goal for Riker Killens.
What have we just seen?
Of the Ferris State Bulldogs. He's going to score for the Ferris State Bulldogs, and they're going to win this game in OT.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a game.
Just to really put this into words for those listening on radio, Ferris State with the puck over towards the blue line, and rather than scoring on their very close-up attempts right around the goal, they decide to check it back out to the blue line, and a long shot sails right past Michigan and Hayden Levine for a goal. That is game for Ferris State, and Michigan's hopes of being ranked by next week look about over for now. However, with a good series against Minnesota, anything can change.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Michigan Wolverines will have a harder time being ranked than previously thought. As the classic handshake across the ice. I'm sure this is a little bit sour for Michigan Wolverines, who had thought they had won the game with that goal that had been called back about 2 minutes into OT. And now the Ferris State Bulldogs are going to walk away with the win 3-2 at Yost in Ann Arbor.
The crowd, I mean, a lot of people sticking around right now. A lot of people just sitting there wondering what just happened. Michigan went from winning this game, piling on top of each other in the middle of the ice, to losing this one in a devastating fashion on a long shot there. That was just, all game we didn't see a single, it was mostly deflection scores all game, and then all of a sudden, one long shot in overtime with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left goes in. That's game. Very disappointing to see for the Wolverines. And Levine over at center ice does not look happy that he let that one get by him at the very end there. Crowd finally heading out. Many just still sitting around. Student section chanting, of course. They are not going anywhere just yet. And Michigan heads into next week against Minnesota. Devastating loss tonight, but a very fun game nonetheless.
Very fun game. This is WCBN, FM Ann Arbor. This is WCBN Sports Radio, and Ian and I have been very happy to have called this game for you guys. What an incredible game!
It's been a pleasure.
It definitely has been a pleasure. Despite the loss to the Wolverines, a very well played game on both sides. And just to kind of sum it up, there have been 3 goals for the Ferris State Bulldogs on 23 shots, and 2 for the Wolverines on 44. It's a 3-2 win in OT for the Bulldogs. Final thoughts, Ian?
Yeah, I mean, again, I just, this would have been a really interesting game to be a fan in the stands for, because everyone's celebrating as if we won, and then, a minute 30 seconds later, we lose that game on a devastating long shot like that. I don't really know how to explain what we've just seen. It was a pretty wild game, but I'll tell you what, Ferris State responded every time they got down, or every time something happened. They responded beautifully. They played tough all game, and they really bounced back from what was, a blowout, kind of embarrassing loss for them last night. They really responded well. Nothing more to be said on their part. That was just well played by them. They maximized on 23 shots compared to Michigan's 44. They maximized it, and they were able to pull it off. But we'll, me and Pete will be back for you guys November 10th, a week from today, against Minnesota. That is a huge series here at home for us. So from WCBN 88.3 FM Ann Arbor, WCBN Sports, that is. I'm Ian Lemersaw. That is Peter Monahan. And we thank you guys for listening. Go Blue, and please tune in next week as Michigan takes on Minnesota.